Welcome to the Clear Life Kickoff. Tonight we have Friendswood taking on Fulshear. We spoke to some of the players and coaches in Friendswood, and we also visited some of the programs at Friendswood ISD, and we have the Student of the Week sponsored by Galveston College. Stay tuned.
It's exciting. Obviously, I like playing on the big stage. I think we should definitely be able to come out on top.
Motivate you to go out there and do your job, get it done right.
Watch on social media or clearlifemedia.com.
Welcome back to the Clear Life Kickoff. My name is Kurt Casper, and coming up tonight we have Friendswood taking on Fulshear. It's a top-ranked team coming into a team that's trying to celebrate homecoming. This is a game that you're going to want to stay tuned and watch. Plus, it's the first time that Friendswood has been featured as part of the Clear Life Game of the Week. We're really excited to welcome Friendswood to our team of coverages and excited for tonight's matchup. For those who are tuning in for the very first time, please let us know where you're watching from. Drop a comment in the below. Share this out. Tell a friend. We're really excited about what we're able to bring you tonight. During tonight's matchup, you can actually comment along as the game is going along. Our announcers, Brandon Williams and Clay Robertson, will be able to read off some of your comments. So if you have something to say, go ahead and drop it in the comments now. And again, share this out. Tell a friend. You're going to want to tune in to all of tonight's action. You can watch on the Clear Life Media Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, and our website. That's clearlifemedia.com. Tonight's broadcast is free. It is, again, free. You do not have to pay. And that is because of our amazing sponsors that we have here. Everything that we do is because of our sponsors. So go ahead and say thank you to them. Let them know that you appreciate that they are sponsoring tonight's broadcast so that we could bring it to you free of charge. Again, our sponsors are Associated Credit Union of Texas, Muscle Cars of Texas, Gartner Coatings, and Ryan Massa Realtor. A list of all of our sponsors are on the screen now.
I'm Mr. Foreman with Friendswood High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
I'm now joined by James Lacombe of the Galveston County Daily News to talk about tonight's matchup between Friendswood and Fulshear. Friendswood is 3-3. They're first year under a new coach.
Right.
And what do they need to do in order to kind of pay spoiler to the undefeated Fulshear, state ranked?
Sure. Well, like you said, Fulshear's coming into it with a lot of momentum. They came into this season fairly lacking experience, but they've picked up right where they left off last year, obviously. I feel like for Friendswood, a big key because Friendswood's very solid on defense, very stout on defense. So I feel like to help kind of slow down that high-powered Fulshear offense, to help the defense do that, the offense is going to have some sustained drives. I know watching Friendswood a couple times this year, they have great big play ability on offense, but I feel like they are going to have some sort of longer, more drawn-out possessions on offense to kind of give the defense a little bit of a break. Friendswood's defense is very good, but against the Fulshear offense, they're going to, need some help.
Yeah, but on top of that, it is homecoming for Friendswood, and the whole community is going to be out.
Yeah.
We've had a couple homecoming games before. It almost feels like, and I was telling the quarterback, I can't think of his name right now, but the quarterback, I said, man, it's kind of like they write movies about this, right? Like the homecoming game, they beat the undefeated team, they're the underdogs. Talk a little bit about that experience as well.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've never been to a Friendswood home game before, they have great crowds there always, and if it's homecoming, that's just going to be exponentially even a better home crowd. So they will have a big home crowd advantage, home field advantage. I feel like there'll be a big turnout for this game. So, that's going to give the players a little extra mojo, I think.
Yeah.
They've been up and down this season, like you said, 3-3. But in this one, I think we'll see Friendswood at their best, just because I think they'll be, no pun intended, with the other team's mascot, charged up for this one.
You had to go there. You had to go there. And here's what the players and the coaches at Friendswood had to say about tonight's matchup.
I'm very excited. Obviously, it's our homecoming, so we got to come out ready to play. I think we can come out on top if we just are able to put the ball in the end zone. I know our defense will be able to stop them.
It's definitely will be a special night. You know, they're undefeated. They're a good team. There's no doubt about that, but I also believe that we have the ability to just take it away from them, and it'll be a good night.
We really have taken anybody's record with a grain of salt, and it goes both ways. It can be an undefeated team, or it can be a team that's winless. And for us, I think one thing that we do well as a program is prepare for everybody with the same amount of intensity, the same amount of attention to detail, go through the same process with the kids, and that's something that we've sold our kids this season. I think they've bought into that. So whether they're 0-6 or 6-0, we're going to treat them the same, and we're going to go get after it.
Friendswood football, we're a team that has no quit. We're a team that plays, we're coached well. We play every game to the fullest, every down, every snap. We're at 100%. We're people that take everything serious, the little things. From weight room to warm-ups to the field, everything's dialed in, and we're giving full effort. That's what we do.
One of the cool parts about our Clear Life Media kickoff is that we are able to highlight some of the crazy awesome programs in Galveston County. And one of them in Friendswood ISD, the students actually present an idea to sharks. That's right. It's the Entrepreneur Program in Friendswood ISD. And those students get a chance to actually make real dollars in the classroom for just a simple idea. Here's the story.
So you mentioned you could ask for something other than money. Is that just resources?
Well, the incubator program, basically, it's kind of like an entrepreneurial program. Basically, you get to start your own business, come up with a plan, do all the planning, and really eventually it kind of culminates into like a Shark Tank type environment where you actually get to pitch your idea in front of investors. I mean, I've really enjoyed the process of it because I'm all into that whole sort of like Shark Tank stuff, like innovating, inventing. I mean, you can come up with an invention, you come up with a business. I mean, it can be as simple as a lemonade stand, or it can be something along the lines of like even investment. It's really very broad, and that's what I like so much about it.
I mean, I think it's extremely important because, like, this is the real world. This is real life. They're so used to, I mean, a lot of these kids are very successful academically, but that's mainly because they've figured out how to work the system. And they're very bright, and the system's not really designed for that. And so what we're really looking for is actually initiative. It's that spark, that something extra. And they take that, and then suddenly I give them a challenge. I'm like, hey, you're going to be speaking to some actual business owners, and they want to hear about your product because they might be interested in investing in you. And then suddenly, you get this wide-eyed look, like, hold on, like, we're really doing this. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not. This is not theoretical. It's the real world. My teaching method is very revenue-based. If you make money with a dumb idea, then apparently it's not a dumb idea. I mean, the pet rock sold millions. It was the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, but people bought into that. So if you can generate revenue from an idea that I think is a bad idea, then I'm the one that's in the wrong, and I'm happy to admit that.
I mean, one thing I really liked about how the program kind of helped me is there's all the stuff you learn. Like, you have so many wonderful connections here. You can go and talk to so many knowledgeable people, and that knowledge, I think, is more helpful than anything else. It's just the experience and the knowledge and what you learn is by far the most valuable thing I've gotten here.
One of the coolest things is that students last year were able to take the money, and the teacher in their program actually quit their job so that they could go and run this program successfully. So what a really cool program at Friendswood ISD. Also, the students in the AV Tech program do a weekly broadcast. We were able to speak to some of those students about the cool part about being in our industry.
National Honor Society is holding their annual
So Mustang Cable System, MCS, is our campus audio-video production program. Students get to produce a daily news-style announcements television show for the student body every day. They get to produce short films. The program's been around since 1979, so it was one of, if not the first, high school level TV production programs in the state of Texas.
I'm in this program because, you know, I've always kind of been interested in kind of like the video aspect of things, you know, making stuff, putting out stuff for people to see, people to watch, and it's really cool to be able to have this experience to, like, you know, do stuff like this.
I would encourage people in our community to seek us out on our YouTube channels and really watch some of the productions that the students are creating. Their short films, their video productions for the district, and just realize like what a great and professional job the students are getting done through the program, through the classwork, and it deserves to be seen by, you know, more than just us.
People should know that, like, at school you can have these experiences. You can, like I said, it's not just learning about a textbook. You get to actually try this stuff out and, you know, do what you see, like people would do in careers. You have this career experience already in high school, and it's just really fun to be able to do this and work how to build these professional experiences. And we try to create this place treat it as a workplace as much as we can, and it's just really fun to do that.
So to come on the Clear Life Kickoff, we speak to James Lacoma, the Galveston County Daily News, about Fulshear and what they're bringing to tonight's matchup. And it's the Galveston College Student of the Week. Stay tuned.
I'm Brock Foster from Friendswood High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week presented by Clear Life Media.
Get fall ready at Texas Pit Stop BBQ. Seasonal menu items are now back. Brisket chili to chicken soup. Texas Pit Stop BBQ offers complete holiday meal options with smoked turkeys, sides, and dessert. Pre-orders are now open for your holiday roundup meal. Visit or call either Texas Pit Stop BBQ location to place your order and find out more information. Taking care of your family this fall, Texas Pit Stop BBQ.
I'm now joined by Fidencio Leja. He is a wonderful advocate in our communities, and he has a lot going on coming up in the next couple of weeks about honor our local vets. Can you kind of talk a little about what's going on with that and what you kind of have happening?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. Our organization is a local nonprofit organized by veterans for veterans, and it's our 5th year, so it's our 5th annual Veterans Day celebration. It's our biggest event throughout the year. But one of the things that we do is we help our veterans in Galveston County. And overall, this event that's going to happen on Saturday, November 11th at the Galveston County Fairgrounds is basically to allow the opportunity for friends, family, and those that love and support our veterans to come out, but also the veterans themselves, because we want to connect them to available resources in our area, also connect them to opportunities for them to get involved. And then we also honor 10 local veterans for their commitment not just to serve their country, but to return home and serve their community.
Why is an event like this so important for our communities?
Well, that's a great question. So we have over 23,000 veterans in Galveston County. And one of the biggest pieces that we just recently found out, there was a doctor that gave a testimony this June at Congress, and she testified that veterans living in rural communities are 65% higher rate of suicide than those that are living in other areas. So we're a rural county, so we know that firsthand, and we also know it because a lot of our board members, as well as the veterans that we work with, have suicidal ideologies, right? They're thinking about it. The majority of them that we work with currently have not followed through on it, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
But it's also because the research shows that social connection is probably one of the biggest opportunities for us to decrease suicidal ideation. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to connect them and go to them where they are, and then offer opportunities for them to come out and bring their families, with hopes that we can support them and help them through those dark times.
You know, besides coming to the events and supporting the events, how can somebody learn more? How can somebody even donate and be a part of this?
That's a great question. So our office, we have an office right there on 646 and 45, Bay Colony Town Center. But overall, you can go to our website, and it's www.honorlocalvets.org. You could also find us on LinkedIn. You can find us on Facebook at Honor Local Vets. And overall, just give us a call. Our phone number is 409-207-1114, or you can send us an email at info@honorlocalvets.org.
And honorlocalvets.org is a sponsor of the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. So we appreciate, again, everything that you guys are doing, and we're proud to partner with you guys to help spread the message about this wonderful organization.
Yes, and I can almost guarantee somewhere in Galveston County, there's probably a coach that is a veteran. But I do know personally that one of our local superintendents is actually a veteran. He served in the U.S. Navy, and he's the superintendent over at Hitchcock ISD. So veterans are everywhere, and that's one of the pieces that we want to make sure that the community knows. We call them our VIPs, Veterans in Public Service. So those veterans in public service are EMTs, they're serving as firefighters, police officers, teachers. We're everywhere. So the only thing we're asking for is if you want to support veterans, if you want to donate to veterans, locally, we're the right organizations because the dollars that you donate to us go to supporting programs locally and stay here in Galveston County.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm Luke Banfield at Friendswood High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week at Clear Life.
We've got our 65 big block that we built for another old friend of ours that we built another car for. It just hadn't been running right. I haven't delivered the car to him yet. It just hadn't been running right, but finally kind of figured out between carburetor, valve train issues. I had to readjust all the valves on it, and finally I've got it running really decent. Maybe you guys want to hear that. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's see if it's a crank. I mean, it's always the first time for everything, right? So let's see. Look at that! Now she sounds right and she's actually acting right. We do the best work. We want you to be happy with your vehicle right here at Muscle Cars of Texas.
Welcome back to the Clear Life Kickoff. My name is Kurt Casper. I'm with Clear Life Media. We're broadcasting out of our brand new broadcast trailer. This is where all of the action happens during the broadcast. So if there's any technical mistakes, it's usually happening right here, which there won't be any, I promise, not tonight. So it's really cool to be able to bring this trailer to the different games and broadcast from here. If you have an event or if you want us to cover a sports or anything that you think live broadcasting is necessary, please go ahead and reach out to us. We would love to bring this broadcast trailer to you. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you free of charge thanks to our amazing sponsors, as you will see on the screen below me. And you can watch on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram Live, and our website, clearlifemedia.com. Go ahead and share this out. Tell a friend, subscribe, like. You know the drill. Make sure that you are ready to go for tonight's kickoff, which happens in about 15 minutes or so.
My name's Caleb Allen, and this is the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
I'm now joined by James Lacombe of the Galveston County Daily News to talk about tonight's matchup. We're going to be talking about the Fulshear Chargers. You know, it's funny, I actually interviewed somebody yesterday that was from Fulshear. Like, they're like, oh, I'm from Fulshear. And I was like, oh, funny story. They're our Game of the Week this week. They're making a drive down here undefeated, going to a homecoming game for Friendswood. How do they approach tonight's matchup?
Sure, yeah, they're coming in from, I guess it's sort of the Katy-ish area out in that direction. So a bit of a drive. And, you know, they're going to have to really be on their P's and Q's, so to speak, to, you know, kind of, you know, put Friendswood down on their homecoming, because we know Friendswood's going to be fired up for the game. So I think the key for Fulshear is probably to try and get out to an early lead and kind of, you know, douse some water on, you know, Friendswood's fire, so to speak.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that's really intriguing about this Fulshear team is I saw a graphic the other day that there's one of 54 teams in 6A and 5A left undefeated after 5 games. In the whole state of Texas, you know, like we're not just talking about a district, you know, or whatever. That's a pretty cool feat in itself to make it to 5-0. This team's good.
Yes. And it's not only that they're 5-0, they've played a very good schedule so far.
Right.
They beat Angleton last week, who is the defending champion out of the district last year. And they've had some other quality opponents on their schedule. I believe they've already beaten Magnolia, who Friendswood played last week. So that 5-0 record's legit. You're going to see they have a very talented running back you'll see in the game. And, they are very aggressive on offense.
Right.
They'll go for it on 4th down a lot rather than punting. I think you'll see that. And I think they even go for 2 after the touchdown instead of 1 a lot. So
new age
football. Yeah, they have a younger head coach, and they're a newer program. They haven't been around that long, but they have definitely already started to make their mark in the Houston area.
So we'll have more on Fulshear and Friendswood from James Lacombe coming up later on in the pre-show.
Hi, my name is Levi John from Friendswood High School. You're watching Game of the Week by Clear Life Media.
Still to come on the Clear Life Kickoff, it is our final predictions about tonight's matchup. Can Fulshear extend their winning streak, or will Friendswood have the movie-ending homecoming win against an undefeated team? We'll find out. Plus, it's the Student of the Week, sponsored by Galveston College. Stay tuned.
The Art of Coffee is family-owned and operated, featuring sweet treats, local art, and always good vibes for all. With convenient locations around Galveston County, there's something for everyone. Sweet treats, fresh coffee, good vibes. The Art of Coffee.
Welcome back to the Clear Life Kickoff. My name is Kurt Casper, and I am now joined by James Lacombe of the Galveston County Daily News to do his favorite segment, I believe, of the entire football season, and that is predicting the game of the week, score, and who's going to win. So tonight, it's an interesting one. I mean, we're not talking about two teams that are completely far off. They're pretty close, in your opinion, correct?
Yeah, I think they're closer than, what the records may indicate. Friendswood's 3-3, like we were talking earlier. Fulshear's undefeated so far. But, Friendswood's a team that can hang in there with just about anyone. That's just kind of the way they've always been, the kind of kids they have and the character they have. They're, they're going to be in a fight till the end, just like they were last week. They came a little short against Magnolia, but they were right there with them, and I think it could be that type of game again this week.
This is the part that I feel like you love the most. You got it right last week.
Yeah.
And you didn't make a lot of fans in Texas City this time.
Nope.
Are you going to make fans in Friendswood, or are you going to make fans in Fulshear this time?
Well, as much as I want Friendswood to win and be the team that hands Fulshear their first defeat, it's just hard to pick against Fulshear. They're such a juggernaut right now. I think Friendswood will have a good showing, though. Back and forth type of game, perhaps. High scoring type of game, perhaps. If I had to pick out a final score, I'll say Fulshear 42, Friendswood 28.
And that is why people in Friendswood are not going to like you this week. So
I hope
you.
they forgive me.
This time. Thank you so much, James, for coming in and doing this every single week. We'll be live next week in Hitchcock with your predictions, so that's going to be a really exciting time. Are you bringing headgear for that?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Stay tuned.
Yes, sir. As part of the Clear Life Media Kickoff, we get to highlight some of the best students inside of Galveston County, and that is our Student of the Week, and that is sponsored by Galveston College. Here's this week's Student of the Week.
Hi, I'm Levi John at Friendswood High School. I'm Student of the Week, sponsored by Galveston College. Beginning of high school, I did the one thing I was most passionate about, which was choir, and I began doing that throughout the years, and then I really began to expand across what I decided to do. I do choir. I began doing musical. It's like a theater production that is more mix of choir and theater, so I've been doing that for 2 years now. I started doing graphic design sophomore year, and now I'm a part of MCS, which is our cable system across our school that provides designs and whatnot. And I also do the stable, which is our school store. I provide the designs for it, and they just put on T-shirts and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. I knew we're at Friendswood High School, and it is truly, like Mr. Griffon says all the time, the number one university, number one school in our state. And it is true. I mean, like, our school is extremely prestigious because they provide great education, while at the same time it results in great students that are very smart and whatnot. And I am more of I'm not going to say an average student, but I'm not like the highest ranking academic student in the world. However, what I did was I knew from the beginning if I was going to do that, I'm sorry, I'm going everywhere right now. I needed to be well-rounded. I needed to look well-rounded. So what I did, my mission from day one was to literally do everything I want to. Every single thing, like in the school, go for it. When it comes to theater, musical, choir, designs, I mean, like everything. I mean, like I'm literally trying to do everything I can to make sure that I look well-rounded. I thought it was pretty cool, the fact that I was able to, like from day one, I wanted to make an impact in our school, and the fact that I'm seeing that come into fruition, it's a pretty cool experience to feel. Thank you, Galveston College, for sponsoring the Student of the Week.
Enroll now and start building your tomorrow at Galveston College. Galveston College is one of the most affordable colleges in Texas. Offers small classes on a beautiful campus, an engaging college experience, close to home, and near the beach.
My experience at Galveston College feels like home, and GC is helping me to build a foundation I need to succeed.
Choose from over 50 degrees and certificates. Get help paying for school with financial aid and scholarships, and universal access for those eligible. Enroll now. Build your tomorrow at Galveston College.
Thank you again for tuning in to Clear Life Kickoff. Next week, we will be broadcasting live from Hitchcock, Texas, starting at 6 o'clock. Be sure to bring your signs and join us for the Clear Life Kickoff live edition. But before we get to next week's game, make sure that you stay tuned in. Again, tell a friend, share this out, text it to them. Say you must watch the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. We're heading out to Friendswood. We'll see you later.
Friday Night Football, let's go, baby. Let's go. We finna get on tonight. Let's go. Let's go!
And I am with Clay Roberts. And Clay, we saw a top-ranked team last week in Port Neches Groves. They held on against Texas City. Will we see the same again this week with Fulshear taking on a very high-scoring and potent Friendswood offense?
You know, it's going to be interesting to see because we were talking about it before the game. You know, Friendswood has the record of 3-3, 2-2 in their division. Fulshear is undefeated. They're 5-0. But Friendswood has not lost a game by more than 11 points, and one of their losses was in overtime to that Texas City team that we've seen a couple times this year. They're a fighting Mustangs team, and they like to hang in there.
Fulshear finished 11-2 last season. They lost a lot of talent from a team that got to the regional semifinals, but they also have a ton of talent that's coming back as well. And one of the players that we're going to have to watch tonight is Davion Gottlieb, their senior running back. 821 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns. He's already got an offer from Weber State to play football. He's going to be a key factor for this Chargers offense.
Absolutely, and that is a split backfield as well because he may average 164 yards per game, but both he and the backup, Patrick Broadway II, they both have 5 touchdowns apiece leading the team. It's going to be a very interesting matchup to kind of see how Friendswood deals with that two-headed monster. And let's not also forget that Deuce Barrington, the quarterback for Fulshear, is also he has 10 touchdown passes on the season distributed equally throughout his receivers. It's a diverse offense. So Friendswood's going to have their hands full, but it's homecoming. The players are fired up. They're going to be ready to rock and roll. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here, especially in this first quarter.
As we are set to kick, let's go ahead and get our captains here. I'll go ahead and take Friendswood. Our captains are number 7, Mason Seidler, number 4, Brock Foster, the quarterback. You'll hear a lot about him tonight. Number 65, Sam Rayleigh. and see that other guy. Looks like number 1. It is Adam Buffington, their top receiver.
And it looks like for Fulshear, we have number 45, Caleb Augustus, the running back. It looks like number 88, that is going to be Marcos Carter, the tight end. Number 42 is Jaden Wheatfall. And I missed one. 36, that is going to be Mr. Caden Ibarra, the fullback.
So we are live here. If you are following, get aboard, spread the word, and let everyone know that you are watching. We will be commenting with you throughout the game as this one gets underway. Again, this is our first time here at Friendswood, and we are thrilled to be able to get this contest, a doozy of a contest, in District 10 5A Division 1.
Absolutely. And, of course, as always, our kickoff is going to be brought to you by Galveston College, Legacy Collision, and the Santa Fe Education Foundation. Thank you so much. As we see here, it looks like Fulshear will be receiving the opening kickoff. Friendswood kicking off to them.
Back deep for Fulshear. It's like number 16 for the Chargers, DeMarcus Walker. And also back deep for them, number 8, your aforementioned Patrick Broadway. As we are set to kick, handling the kickoff for the Mustangs, number 27, Jacob Abibi.
Yes,
as
sir.
he is set to kick from the 40, and we are underway with the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. A high kick that is going to go about to the 2-yard line. He'll take it up to the 15, to the 20, stopped it around the 25-yard line, and that is where the Fulshear offense will take set for the first time tonight. They're led by quarterback number 2, Deuce Barrington.
Absolutely. The senior, as we mentioned earlier, has 10 touchdown passes distributed evenly amongst this offense. You know, we're going to get to see how do they handle this monster coming out super early in the game. It's going to be, we talk about it every week. How do you establish your patterns and set your narratives? And that's what Friendswood needs to do early. Take that homecoming energy and shut this offense down on the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line officially, and they will start out in a bunch formation. And it will be a rollout to the fullback. It's to the 30, 35 to the 40, out of bounds at around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. The catch is made by their leading receiver, Tate Struble, number 6.
Absolutely. We saw there was just a little play action, floated out to the flat to the open man. Nobody on Friendswood over there, and it looks like Fulshear might be running a little bit quick.
Gain of 16 on that play, so make it a first and 10 for the Chargers at the 42-yard line. Tight formation, more of a Maryland eye, and it's going to be a dive play, and it looks like it's going to be to Broadway, and he will get the ball to about the 45-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on that play. Actually, it's going to be number 34 for the Mustang. Excuse me, number 36, Kate Ibarra.
And we saw the homecoming crowd there. There's no doubt this place is packed, and from the looks of it, Brandon, it's going to get even more packed.
Oh, no doubt. As homecoming, a nice clear night as the fans slowly coming in. Second down and call it around 7. And it's going to be Barrington calling his own number, and Barrington's got room in a first down to around the 43-yard line of Friendswood. And so that's a first down for the Mustangs. Actually, that's Patrick Broadway,
I was
number 8.
Say, yeah, I think that was a Wildcat set early. They're already trying to mix things up on this offense.
So you will see a variety of players, getting the ball here with Fulshear this evening. They are a very diverse offense. There's really, obviously Gottlieb's the one person you have to focus on, but they got a number of guys who can hurt you. As it's Broadway again out the Wildcat, and Broadway's going to get past the 40, still on his feet, and will finally be dragged down at around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, one thing to note real early here, Brandon, is that it's taking about 2 or 3 Friendswood players to bring these guys down. They're going to have to hold on tight so that they can create those open field opportunities.
And this is a big offensive line that you're looking at with Fulshear. They're averaging probably about maybe 240, 245 a man, as Barrington is back under center, facing a second down and calling about 4 here from the 37-yard line.
Take a second.
Up.
Yeah, trying to maybe change the play at the line. Looks like they saw something maybe they didn't like.
tight formation here as the handoff is going to be to Gottlieb. And Gottlieb's going to follow his blockers, and Gottlieb's got room 20, 15, 10, out of bounds.
We'll wait for the call. It's a touchdown. Now.
Oh, he scored. Oh, what a high wire act by Gottlieb, and a 37-yard touchdown. So right out of the gate, 9 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first quarter. The state-ranked Chargers letting their presence be known early. 37-yard run by their lead back.
No doubt about it. We said earlier he leads the team in rushing yards. He averages 164 yards per game and multiple 100-yard games this year. And look at this. Going for 2 now is Fulshear.
And they will go to Gottlieb. And Gottlieb's going to turn the corner, and Gottlieb is going to be dragged down. Got a bit too cute. There's a host of Mustangs there on the stop. Number 48, really the guy on the scene for the Mustangs. But nonetheless, it is a score for Fulshear. So at 9 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first quarter, it is Fulshear leading by a count of 6-0 on a Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Back now after the opening drive leads Fulshear in the end zone. A 74-yard drive capped off by the 37-yard run by Gottlieb. Set the kickoff for Fulshear is number 14, Coy Toffelson.
Absolutely. He's listed as a linebacker here, doing a little bit of everything as we see the homecoming crowd there. All the beautiful faces here in Friendswood cheering on their Mustangs.
Walker Winters, number 22, and number 5, Garrett Marque, is set to return the kickoff for the Mustangs. And it's a floater. It's going to be one of the upbacks. He's just going to take a knee down and around the 26-yard line. That was fielded by number 18, Jackson Skeel. So the Mustangs will come out with their big trigger man, 6'5", 240-pound senior Brock Foster. And I'll tell you, Friendswood has had a tradition of outstanding quarterbacks throughout the years, and Foster looking to make his mark as the next chapter.
And you know he wants to do it here on homecoming night. The senior at his last homecoming, trying to do something special and put the first loss in this Fulshear team.
They are a team that can get the ball downfield. He has thrown for nearly 1,200 yards this season, actually 1,199, and on the first play, they'll go on the ground, and it is going to be to Walker Winters, and a gain of about 12 to move the chains for the Mustangs.
And they're moving quick, too.
They'll go no huddle. Foster back, steps up, throws, ball is going to be caught. First down and a lot more. It's going to be Marque inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line. So Friendswood moving the offense fast at a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs as they are pushing it full throttle, 1st and 10 with the no-huddle set.
No doubt about it. Wildcat set here.
Wildcat. It'll be Winters looking for room, and he's going to be stuffed at around the 26-yard line.
You know, Brandon, we talk about it every single week. You run the ball to set up the pass, to set up the run. It's a balancing act on offense, and that's what Friendswood's doing early, and they're doing it quick.
And again, a no-huddle. And up is going to be to Walker. Walker turns to the corner to around 25, has room. Lowered the head down, and he should have enough for a first down. A will move the chains, a 1st and 10 Friendswood. They spot the ball at the 14-yard line, so a gain of 12 on that play. Push in the middle again, and it's going to be Walker, and Walker is going to be dragged down, stopped at around the 13-yard line. Huge stop there made by number 84 Fulshear, and that is going to be their DN, Ryshawn Smith.
And Walker Winters is listed at 5'7", 176, but he is lowering his shoulder.
Potential free play as they will throw the ball up in the end zone, incomplete. Encroachment on the Chargers. And that's going to move at 5, and we'll give them a 2nd down and short. as that ball is going to get inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, free play there for Friendswood. Might as well take a shot to the end zone. You're already running with a hot offense early. Take some shots downfield. You got the 5 yards no matter what happens.
Second down and short, ball at the 8-yard line. Monkey in motion. It'll be a handoff inside the 5, first and goal for Friendswood. And again, it is Walker Winters driving inside to around the 5, so he picks up about 3 on that play, but it's first and goal.
Here we go. And
flags down, and did they get a bit too fast for themselves?
Yep. Possibly their false start. Yes.
False start on the Mustangs.
That's not what you want. Those are drive killers if you're not careful, especially when you were already running with a hot hand.
This drive brought to you by sweetFrogs, as we are with 7:47 to go first quarter. Friendswood trailing 6-0, but knocking on the door.
Absolutely.
Handoff is going to be to Winters, and Winters is going to get a few of those yards back. He'll get to around the 7-yard line. So they have had no problem letting the young back work his way between the tackles.
Yeah, that's what you want, too. You want to create those opportunities to open up the pass for your big quarterback.
It'll be Foster calling his number, and Foster's going to be stopped short of around the 3-yard line. Picked up 2. Foster's a dangerous runner. He's got 5 touchdowns on the ground this season.
Yeah, absolutely. He's dangerous on the ground, dangerous through the air. And it's good as they continue to run the ball, whether they run it with Foster, they run it with Winters, whoever's running the ball, it's going to continue to open up that pass game later on as we see the patterns progress.
So for the first time tonight, we see the Mustangs in the huddle. Inside 6:50 to go, first quarter, third down and goal. Ball at the 4-yard line. Foster in shotgun set, more of a pistol formation right now. And a stoppage of play, and it looks like it will be a timeout for the Mustangs. We'll take it with them. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Friendswood's driving, but they're trailing 6-0 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Choose from 50-degree and certificate programs. Galveston College, your home away from home. Learn more at gc.edu. The ACU
as Friendswood is down 6-0, but is knocking at the door of making it a tie ball game with a potential extra point to take the lead early.
So third down and goal at the 4-yard line as Brock Foster will bring the team back up. In the backfield with them, Walker Winters, number 22, as they are spread out. 3 receivers set, and it's going to be Foster, and Foster is going to power his way in for the touchdown. 6'5", 240, Brock Foster barreling in, and size does matter on that one. A 4-yard touchdown drive with 6:34 to go in the first quarter, and the Mustangs have an opportunity to take the lead as we await the kick from number 2, Reagan Rudolph.
And that is the female kicker, folks.
Snap the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Friendswood's got a tremendous program in soccer, and she is an extension of that as the extra point gives Friendswood the lead, 7-6 with 6:34 to go here in the first quarter on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
It's not a job. If you don't hate it, it ain't a job, right? If you really like what you're doing, it's really not a job anymore. It's like I said, it's a calling. And I'm called to fix your car, so get them down here at Muscle Cars in Texas.
The best barbecue is at Texas Pit Stop BBQ, now open at the Mainland City Center. Brisket, ribs, and smoked chicken. Bring your appetite at Texas Pit Stop BBQ.
And it's not
Capped off by the extra point. It is 7-6 as the Mustangs are set to kick off.
Make no mistake, that scoring drive brought to you by ACU of Texas and Gartner Coatings as we see the kickoff here.
Beatty kicks the ball off deep, and that ball is going to go into the end zone, and the Chargers will start their second drive of the evening at the 25-yard line.
You know, and Brandon, we were talking about it kind of during the commercial break. How sweet would it be if after all this physical, tough football, the 6'5" quarterback gets in, you know, the 1 point difference is from the female kicker. You got to love it, man. It's, you know, it's a different time that we're living in, and 1 point difference from the female soccer player for Friendswood.
1st and 10 for Barrington and the Chargers at the 25-yard line. 6:34 to go in the first quarter. Gottlieb back deep.
Friendswood had a hard time with this offense on the first drive. Let's see if they've made any adjustments.
It's a methodical style of offense they run as Gottlieb's got a huge hole, breaks a tackle, spins forward.
My goodness.
35, 40, 45, midfield. It's a foot race. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He will score. One play, 75 yards, and he's already got his 6th 100-yard game of the season with 6:19 to go in the first quarter. The crowd can barely keep their enthusiasm after that touchdown. One handoff to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb outruns everyone.
You know, and let's call it a run sponsored by Muscle Cars of Texas, because that's what he looked like. He was moving in and out. He was hauling. He quite frankly, he did a little bit of everything, looking like Barry Sanders out there, moving to the left, shaking to the left, spinning back to the right, and then just speed gets into the end zone as we see the Fulshear's lined up for another 2-point conversion.
Go for the Maryland Eye, and this time they will convert it as it's going to go to Broadway with the conversion run. 6:19 to go first quarter. We've got a new score just like that. It is Fulshear 14, Friendswood 7 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Now and start building your tomorrow at Galveston College. Galveston College is one of the most affordable colleges in Texas. Offers small classes on a beautiful campus, an engaging college experience close to home and near the beach.
Galveston College is a great place to learn, and it helped me build my career.
Choose from over 50 degrees and certificates. Get help paying for school with financial aid and scholarships, and universal access for those eligible. Enroll now. Build your tomorrow at Galveston College.
So if you've got Gottlieb in your fantasy football league, you'll be pleased to know he's got 2 carries, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
My goodness. And let's be clear. That was just about all Gottlieb. He got a few blocks along the way, but all those linebackers are picking their cleats up back here at about the 40 as he blistered all of them into the end zone. My goodness.
Marque, number 5, and Winters, number 22, back deep to receive the kickoff from number 14, Coy Tollefson. 6:19 to go, first quarter, and fireworks similar to what we had last week, a fast start, as this ball is going to be fielded around the 25-yard line.
Ooh,
He's got
huge block.
room down to around the 40. Big block there that gave number 18, Jackson Skills, some room, and the Mustangs are going to get the ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Yeah. Good field position for them with 6 minutes, 13 seconds to go to the first quarter. Actually, they'll spot at the 42. Still pretty good field position.
Absolutely. Make no mistake, and I apologize for cutting you off, but make no mistake, it's going to be a lot easier for Friendswood to keep up with this scoring if they have these shorter fields, which it looks like Fulshear is content to give them early on.
Winters is the sole setback with Foster as the Mustangs go their traditional 4 wide receiver set. We'll have a man in motion line in the slot. Hand up is going to be to Winters, and Winters is going to be stopped. He'll gain about a yard on that play.
Absolutely. And let's just go and say this drive is going to be brought to you by City of Marque, Chart Your Bar, and Ryan Massa, as we see what Friendswood can do as they're on the move again.
For 2nd and 9 after the gain of 1, Foster back, has pressure, rolls out, steps, throws, incomplete, looking in the direction of number 14. That's going to be Tyler Goings, a senior receiver. Wasn't there to get him, so a 3rd and 9 coming up for the Mustangs, and you don't want to skip a turn, if you will, and get the ball back to the Fulshear offense with the way they're clicking.
Yeah, no doubt about it, as we're going to see what Friendswood pulls out of the hat here on 3rd down.
Foster back. Again with pressure. Back, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be incomplete.
Ooh.
Flag is down.
Oh, my goodness.
Good coverage initially by number 18 for the Mustangs, Ty Powell.
It's going to be defensive holding.
Oh, wow.
It is defensive holding.
And on homecoming, he tried to find the date. Didn't quite get it, but it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, as that defensive holding is going to move them beyond midfield and to the 47-yard line of Fulshear.
Yeah, it's not quite time for the dance yet, so get your hands off the hips and let's play some football.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They're inside Fulshear territory, second time in as many drives. Foster waiting to snap, hands it off. Winters turning the corner, and it's going to be stopped down at around the 45-yard line. A good open field tackle there by number 43, Sheldon Rice. Rice, one of the returning leaders from that defense from last season, picking up where he left off, and he has been an anchor all season long for that Chargers defense. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Play action. Foster's going to try to recall his number, but he got dragged down. The ball is fumbled and recovered. 44, Chance Bryant with the force of the fumble, and number 30, Sudaius Arosai with the recovery, and a 1st and 10 for Fulshear at their 49-yard line with 5:12 to go in the first quarter.
My goodness. And something to take note of that I actually noticed on the play before, Fulshear is getting an excellent jump on these snaps. And I was going to say that they managed to get into the backfield again, snuck up behind the quarterback, snuck up behind Foster, and knocked that ball out. It's that jump on those snaps. Look for Friendswood to maybe go to a hard count on the they get a second drive.
1st and 10, 2 wide receivers on either side. They go with a wing set. Handoff is going to be to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb's got room again. There's actually Broadway, and Broadway's just going to outrun everyone.
My goodness.
52-yard touchdown run with 5:01 to go, and right now the Fulshear ground game is laying some serious haymakers on the Friendswood defense.
Absolutely. It's a high-powered offense on the ground. You don't see it as much, but there's no doubt this Friendswood defense was not quite ready for this running attack that we're seeing here from Fulshear.
5 minutes, 1 second to go in the first quarter, and their last 3 runs, Clay, have been for 37, 75, and 52, and each resulted in end zones.
Oh, my goodness.
They'll go to Gottlieb on the 2-pointer, and he is going to barge his way in. So it is now Fulshear leading by a count of 22-7 with 5:01 to go in the first quarter here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
I'm Al Tagg from Friendswood High School. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life.
My name is Dylan Thomas. Thank you to sweetFrog for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
My name is Coach Sean Johnson. Thank you.
Bayou Fest is returning yet again this October 21st, 2023, and this year it is our 70th birthday. It's a fantastic free family fun event, free concerts. It's going to be a Grammy Award-winning Mr. Wayne Toops, followed by the 2-time Entertainer of the Year, Mr. Neil McCoy. And we're shooting off fireworks that night. Come on out October 21st. Bring out the entire family. Help us celebrate and get ready for Bayou Fest.
Welcome back, folks, to the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Currently, it is Fulshear up 22-7 over Friendswood. And let me tell you, Brandon, I'm going to say it's brought to you by BNO Construction, because right now, as you said it, they are laying the lumber to this defense of Friendswood. And it started with a fumble on the previous possession, and Friendswood really needs to get their feet under them, in my opinion, on this drive to keep this a close game.
Fulshear has 201 yards rushing with 5 minutes and 1 second to go in the first quarter. And if the Mustangs can't get this solved, it's going to be a long night here at Winston Stadium. Short kick is going to be down at around the 29-yard line by one of the upbacks. Looks like that was number 34, Colton Daish, as the Mustangs will try to shake off the turnover.
I think that was 24, Landon
24,
McGuire.
okay.
Yes, they got jumbled.
Corrected.
Oh, they got jumbled up.
But 1st and 10, Friendswood has got to shake off the turnover, and suddenly they've got to find a way to get not only points, but also get their defense a little bit of rest, because this quick strike Fulshear ground attack has really left them reeling.
No doubt. And Friendswood is liking to move fast in this game, which does not do that defense any favors.
So 1st and 10, Foster will give it to Winters, and Winters is going to get to around the 36-yard line, so he'll pick up 6. Make it 2nd down and 4 at the 36-yard line of Friendswood, 4:45 and counting here in the first quarter.
Absolutely. And, I mentioned it before on the previous drive. Maybe look to go to a hard count and kind of take advantage of that hungry defense that Fulshear has.
And it'll be Winters again. And Winters is going to move the chains. So back-to-back carries by Winters is going to give Friendswood a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 41-yard line.
And they are moving a little bit slower, making sure they get the right plays in, making sure that those players aren't as antsy, as we see what looks like the homecoming queens here.
All right. We'll get to see her later, but back to action. Foster, quick slant ball is going to be caught. 1st down at around the 40-yard line. Reception made. Adam Buffington, you'll wonder how long it would take for him to get his number called. Here you go. His first catch of the night, 34th of the season. A 1st and 10 for Friendswood. Gain of 19 on that play.
See what they dial up here. They got a fresh set of downs, and I believe there'll be a timeout.
It's a timeout. Fulshear is actually going to take a bit of a breather with 3:57 to go here in the first quarter. It is Fulshear 22.
I go to Friendswood, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Hi, I'm Anna with Legacy Collision. We are a female-owned collision repair facility.
Treat everybody like family.
We can fix almost anything, and today we are going to fix his bumper up right. 7887 FM 2004, Hitchcock, Texas, just south of the blimp base. Come on down and see us anytime. If you have any questions, give us a call, 409-440-8900, and let's get to fixing this.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Friendswood is on the move as they are down 7-22, looking to make this a little bit closer of a ball game, folks.
Down at the 40-yard line is where this ball will be snapped as we await the officials to let us get back into play, and we are set. Foster gets the snap, play action, back, snaps, throws, ball is going to be caught. Reception made at the 30-yard line. Marque, number 5, with the reception. He's their second leading receiver, and he is going to be short of the 1st down. Actually, a flag is down.
Uh-oh. Got to believe it's a hold.
It looks like it's going to be a hold, and they are moving them back.
Anytime the quarterback moves out of the pocket, that's generally a hold. Or anytime a play kind of goes outside of those linemen, it means the lineman had to reach to keep a hold of the defenders. That means it's most likely going to be a holding call, folks. But let me tell you, Brandon, something I've noticed early on. Brock Foster, we know he's 6'5". He's a big boy. He's got a strong arm, man. There's some of these situations where he's on his back foot, and he's just flicking his wrist and getting the ball where he needs it. That's that size coming into effect. And you got to think that's affecting that running game, too, when those defenders go from hitting a small 5'7" guy like Winters to a 6'5" guy like Foster.
Yeah, you're certainly going to feel it a heck of a lot different. You're going to try to hit Foster. 1st down and 20 as Foster handed to Winters. Winters will get it to about midfield, and that's about it. Gain of about 2 on that play. Amongst those on the stop is number 3, Logan Hudson, junior defensive back. So call it a gain of about 1. So make it 2nd down and 19. Foster, play action, back, has pressure, avoids it, can't avoid it. He's going to be sacked, dragged down. The pressure there by number 44, Chance Bryant, the junior defensive end, as he barreled in there. Got a bit of assistance from number 43, Sheldon Rice, but this was a huge loss that takes the ball all the way back to the 40. That's a loss of 11.
And, Brendan, I'm curious if Foster is going to stay in. It looks like he got shaken up a little bit on that hit, but it looks like he's trying to stick in and stay in there. I tell you, that offensive line for Friendswood is getting mugged out there.
3rd down and long. They'll just give it to Winters, and Winters will just get a few yards far, far short of a 1st down as he gets the ball to around the 45-yard line as the Mustangs will punt. For the first time tonight, we will see their punter, Mikey Butler.
Absolutely. A rare punt in this game. We've seen a fumble, but we have not seen either punt team. And you got to believe those Friendswood defensive coordinators are maybe feeling a little anxious knowing that they got to give the ball back to Godley and Broadway and Barrington.
Connor Beltran, number 84, and number 15, Jake Cody are back deep, but the ball is going to be bounced out of bounds, and they are going to say it goes out at around the 25-yard line. So with 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Fulshear already up 22-7, looking to expand this lead. And it's not too early to say this, but this is a critical drive for the Friendswood defense. You do not want to find yourself down 3 scores to a team like Fulshear this early.
Absolutely. It is time to show up and show out here on homecoming night. You've got to play some defense. You've got to hit somebody in the mouth and attack that offensive line. Get some movement and make those running backs work a little bit extra before they hit the open field.
Drive brought to you by Visit Hitchcock, Texas, with 2:09 to go in the first quarter. Barrington under center as they go at their wing set.
Wing set
Broadway
with a deep
in motion, and it's going to be a flag. Looks like a false start as they were going to go with the toss with Godley, with Broadway as the lead block. False start is going to take them back 5 yards, so make it a 1st and 15.
And that's the kind of thing you have to take advantage of if you're the Friendswood defense. You've got this offense pinned back for the first time. You need to buckle down and play defense, hit somebody in the mouth. This is why you go through all those tough spring games. You go through all those tough practices. Moments like this where going gets tough, you show that the tough are right here in Friendswood.
1st and 15 at the 20-yard line. Barrington under center. Gottlieb is the deep back. As you can see, the coaches over at Fulshear frantically telling them to get the play set. Got 5 on the play clock. They'll get it off. Quick slant. Ball's going to be caught. Reception made by number 15, Jake Cody. Gain of about maybe 5, so it looks like they got back to the original lineup scrimmage.
And that was Mason Sindelar on that tackle. He's listed out there as a linebacker, but he made a good tackle there, made some good coverage, and didn't let them get too far out in front.
So 2nd down and 10 with 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. At the ball back at the 25-yard line. They've got 3 receivers lined up, man, and slide on the far side. Gottlieb is the sole setback. And it will be Gottlieb, and Gottlieb cuts back, and Gottlieb's got room, and Gottlieb's spinning into the 35-yard line. He'll get the 1st down.
Brendan, I got to believe it's the way that he runs. Gottlieb runs with his elbows out. He's fighting. He's using those to swim and fight through all these tackles. You're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle because every time one of these Friendswood players is locked up on him, he's managed to just rip free and get loose. You've got to get your arms around that young man.
He is a powerful kid at 5'9", 195. Don't be fooled by the size. This guy is built like a truck. 1:10 to go, first quarter, 1st and 10 for Fulshear at the 35-yard line. Barrington will give it to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb's got room. Gottlieb cuts back, breaks a tackle. Gottlieb turning, looks, finds room to around the 45 to around the 48-yard line before he's finally stopped. Gain of about 13 on that play. Tackle finally made by number 3, Nicholas Ruffino, second leading tackler for Friendswood as we go inside a minute to go in the first quarter.
Absolutely, and you saw it there. We talked about it just a moment before. It's the way he pivots and rips those arms. You just can't bring him down with arm tackles. You have to get body on this kid.
A bunch formation to the far side now.
Broadway.
As they'll go Broadway with the Wildcat. And a bounce snap. Broadway's got a bounce on it and does. Friendswood gets a break there as that ball sailed high over Broadway. He recovers it, but not before the Falcons lose significant yardage as that ball falls back to the 37-yard line. A loss of 12 on that play, as this might be the final play of the first quarter.
I believe it will be, and Friendswood has to capitalize. You have the false start penalty, and you have this huge fumble that went backwards. This is your opportunity to get back in this ball game early and not let it get away from you as time winds down here in the first quarter.
1 quarter in the books here at Henry Winston Stadium. Homecoming, but it's not so happy so far for the home team as Fulshear leads by a count of 22-7 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
My name's Caleb Allen, and this is the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Chase Bruton, thank you to Legacy Collision for sponsoring the Game of the Week with Clear Life Media.
The Art of Coffee is family owned and operated, featuring sweet treats, local art, and always good vibes for all. With convenient locations around Galveston County, there's something for everyone. Sweet treats, fresh coffee, good vibes. The Art of Coffee.
Starting the second quarter here, Brandon Williams, Clay Roberts here at Henry Winston Stadium. It's homecoming night as the Mustangs welcome state-ranked Fulshear. Fulshear leading by a count of 22-7, and they come off from a quarter where they put up 241 yards of offense, all but 16 of them coming on the ground.
Brendan, it looked to me like Fulshear was trying to line up like they didn't just snap the ball 20-something yards backwards. They were trying to kind of sneak up on that when the ref said, no, sir, we're backing up. We saw what happened at the end of that quarter, folks. But we were saying Friendswood has to take advantage of this. This is the first time Fulshear's offense has been in any jeopardy all night long. You have to knuckle down and do something to get the ball back.
We'll see what they do here. Play action. Barrington back, has a man, rolls out, just dumps it over to the fullback. The fullback is going to barrel his way. Oh, get off me, I left. Finally, he wasn't
brought down.
Stopped, no.
He got brought down by the rules of football. It wasn't Friendswood that brought him down. My goodness.
Caden Ibarra, just a workhorse, plowed through one defender, and it took about 3 Mustangs to finally get him. They got a good chunk of the yardage back. Actually, they got 13 yards back. It was a second and 22. It's now 3rd and 9.
My goodness, he's got supermodel hair and Super Saiyan running. My goodness.
3rd down, it'll be Broadway trying to turn the corner. Broadway's going to stand up. He's going to break off a tackle. Broadway got about maybe 5 on that play. He was not able to be tackled. He just got forced out of bounds.
Absolutely. We're seeing it, though, Brent. We just talked about it with with Godley. Friendswood has to wrap up. They're trying to lower the boom and smack everybody and hit as hard as they can. They have to wrap up on these tackles. And if you can't bring the guy down, hold them in place until the next defender can get there. Your job isn't to blow everybody up. It's to just make a tackle. You get the same amount of stats, the same amount of yardage either way.
4th down and about 5, and Fulshear is going to bring the offense up.
Timeout.
And it's a timeout. They'll refresh things with 10 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the first half. It's still Fulshear 22, Friendswood 7 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Foster from Friendswood High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week presented by Clear Life Media.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standard.
I set the standards.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
Yo establezco los estándares. At Gartner Coatings, we set the standard.
I set the standard.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standard.
I set the standards.
Yo establezco los estándares.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
And welcome to Gartner Coatings.
So after the timeout, we've got a 4th down and 5 coming up. Fulshear now they'll go for it as they go with an I formation. Godley is the deep back. Ibarra's the fullback. They'll step up and throw. Ball's going to be caught. 1st down and a lot more, and it's going to be a touchdown. Gain. Dragged down and around the 8-yard line. A last gasp tackle. And around the 8-yard line, saved that play.
Yeah, I was with you. I thought it was a touchdown as well. Let me tell you, Connor Stamper, the defensive back, he bit on that curl route all the way, that little hitch-and-go route. See the score right there, 22-7. And it's actually 22 Fulshear, Friendswood 7. But, yeah, Connor Stamper bit on that little hitch-and-go route all the way, and that's what led to that huge pass down the sideline.
Rafe Taruta, number 12, was the receiver on that play. Maryland I set. They'll give it to the fullback, and the fullback's going to rumble inside the 10 to around the 6-yard line. Ibarra's just going to plow his way through as they get the big man involved. He's been a big factor in this drive.
No doubt about it. And Friendswood does not have an answer so far for him. He has managed to knock over everyone that stood in his way, and I'm curious if they just keep going to the big man here on close yardage.
They've added 2 more beefies as it's Caleb Augustus, 45 in the backfield, along with 44, Chance Bryant. And it is going to be a touchdown as they go with big 45, Caleb Augustus. He plunges in from 5 yards out, and with 9:18 to go here in the first half, Fulshear has taken serious control of this one at 28-7. They don't believe in kicking in Fulshear, so they're going for 2.
Absolutely. You know, it seems that they've kind of realized that head coach for Fulshear, Jordan Johnson, has realized that they are the more physical team, and they're just content to pound that rock. They're going to keep doing it, unfortunately for Friendswood, maybe all night long.
And it's going to be a dot play, and it will be Augustus. Why not let him eat again? Gets the 2-point conversion, so at 9:18 to go here in the first half, it is all Fulshear as they lead by a count of 30-7 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
James Saul, Friendswood High School. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life.
Inscríbete ya y empieza a construir tu mañana en Galveston College. Galveston College es una de las instituciones de educación más accesibles en Texas que ofrece clases pequeñas en excelentes instalaciones y una experiencia universitaria atractiva cerca de casa y cerca de la playa.
Galveston College es un excelente lugar para aprender y me ayudó a construir mi carrera.
Elige entre 50 programas de titulación y certificación. Obtén ayuda financiera y becas para pagar por tu escuela. Inscríbete ya. Construye tu mañana en Galveston College.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. This game, of course, is proudly brought to you by BNO Construction, Gartner Coatings, sweetFrogs, Visit Hitchcock, Texas, Texas Pit Stop BBQ, and many, many more sponsors, of course, we'll be shouting out. If you'd like to be sponsored by the Clear Life Media Game of the Week, we would love to have you. Contact us, email us. We take donations, whatever you want to do. We appreciate you and your support, and we appreciate you for being here for the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
And it's a short kick again, and it will be fielded by Skill, as Skills is going to be dragged down at around the 30-yard line. So he's been their top return man, number 18, Jackson Skill.
Yeah, and the way Fulshear's scoring, he might be their top return man a bit more. Friendswood can't do something about it.
And this is a Fulshear team. They're pretty much on schedule with the way they score. They average well about 45 points per game. Their low point total came last week when they were, quote-unquote, only held to 39 and a 32-point win over Angleton.
My goodness, that's high-powered offense, folks. That's new-age football, but they've been doing it through physicality, make no mistake, and I think that's what Friendswood, they have to put some points on the board here to keep this from getting too out of hand.
Still plenty of time, and anything can happen, but if it's going to happen for Friendswood, it's got to start right now. 1st and 10, they'll call a fake pitch, and it will be Foster, and Foster's going to be stuffed as a host of purple and white jerseys in there. 43 for Fulshear. Sheldon Rice once again. Rice Sean Smith, number 80, also in there. Also got to see number 45.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see.
And it looks like it's going to be a personal foul. Probably an unsportsmanlike, and that gives Friendswood a break, as that ball is going to be marched up to the 45-yard line. So the Mustangs get a break there.
You know, it's kind of what you need for Friendswood. You need a break, and that offensive line has to do something. They are severely outmatched in size on this front.
Foster back throws, ball is deflected, and that ball is almost intercepted.
Oof.
It floated up there dangerously as it looked like it was number 80. Rashad Smith got a hand up there and knocked the pass down, so 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about. You know, it looks like they're kind of outmatched, maybe athletically, maybe size. Just looking at it from our television perspective here, it looks like the Fulshear defensive line is a little bit bigger in size, and they're definitely outmaneuvering that offensive line.
Play action fake ball is going to be caught on.
Oh, my goodness.
Pressure was applied by Fulshear, but number 5 for Friendswood, Marque, had the shot.
Right
he was
in his hands.
Wide open, and he had at least another 10 or 15 yards. Probably could have scored if he had run the defender.
Yeah, he had one man to beat, and it was the man covering him who he already had a step on. That most likely would have been 6.
Third down and 10 coming up. Foster back, has pressure, rolls out, looking, tries to take the ball on his own, breaks one tackle, still going, cuts back, has a first down and more, still going to around the 31-yard line. So Brock Foster said, I'll get it done with my legs, but I can't use my arm.
My goodness. We talked about the size earlier. He's 6'5", but he moves a little bit of shucking, a little bit of ducking, makes a move along the side rope or the sideline, some tightrope walking, and managed to get the first down there.
Gain up 24 on that play. Handoff was going to be to Marque on the reverse, and Marque cuts back and will get to around the 26-yard line, so he will pick up 5.
That's a tough call to make when your offensive line is already pretty much getting beaten. Those defenders are going to be back behind there. They're going to see that reverse happen in real time because they're most likely going to be in your backfield.
So 2nd down and 5 coming up. Ball at the 26-yard line. Foster play action, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught, and this time reception is going to be made by Marque as he will hold on to the ball to the 13-yard line. So Friendswood trying to storm back as they've got a 1st and 10 at the 13 up Fulshear.
Absolutely, and Marque made up for that drop pass earlier. That one he caught all hands. There was a defender in there, and he still caught it. Fantastic catch there by Marque as we are Friendswood can still get a first down here and not get the touchdown. They're very close, though.
7:45 and counting here in the first half. It is 30-7, but Friendswood trying to cut into the deficit. Winters in motion. Foster steps up, tries to avoid the pressure. Looking, and loses the football. And is it going to be it? The defender went out of bounds. His foot went out of bounds.
Right. I do not think he maintained possession of the
did
ball.
not.
Or, maintained possession of the ball while he was in bounds. That is the kicker. Yeah, it was close. It was very close.
That could have been a disaster for Friendswood to get the ball inside the red zone and then lose it on a second turnover of the evening.
And Brandon, I got to wonder why they're not going back to winners here because they had great success with them on that opening drive.
So 3rd and long coming up.
He's still
Foster in shotgun, has Winters in the backfield with him. Man in motion to the far side. There'll be play action. Steps up, fades, looking in the corner. The ball is going to be caught. Touchdown! Excellent reception there by Adam Buffington. And the Mustangs get back on the board with 7:18 to go in the first half. He scores. Excellent catch as Foster just went up and let his favorite receiver just do the rest.
Absolutely. That was a favored matchup. He saw his man. They knew he probably had a few inches of height on it from what I was seeing, and he put the ball up with timing. There wasn't a whole lot of, precision passing. That's something they've drilled in practice with each other. Puts the ball up, corner of the end zone. As we see, the extra point goes up, and it is good to bring our score. Friendswood 14, Fulshear 30.
7 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half on a Clear Life Media Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Bayou Fest is returning yet again this October 21st, 2023, and this year it is our 70th birthday. It's a fantastic free family fun event, free concerts. It's going to be a Grammy Award-winning Mr. Wayne Toops, followed by the 2-time Entertainer of the Year, Mr. Neil McCoy. And we're shooting off fireworks that night. Come on out October 21st. Bring out the entire family. Help us celebrate and get ready for Bayou Fest.
Friendswood's offering some fireworks after that last drive as they march downfield. The personal foul helped give them some new life, but also the big run by Foster keyed that drive as they now are within 30-14 with 7:18 to go in the first half.
Absolutely. And we see the kickoff here. It's going to be caught and out of bounds right at the 15. You might have been better off letting that one go.
Exactly. He tried to do the tightrope himself, number 16, DeMarcus Walker, but Walker unable to get it, and Fulshear, their worst field position of the night to start a drive as they are at the 15-yard line.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, this has been the key matchup here all night, has been can Friendswood slow down this Fulshear offense? And so far the answer has been absolutely not. They dominated them on the ground every single drive that they've had the ball. Friendswood needs to step up. They need to wrap up. They need to deploy those fundamentals, young man, and wrap up with these big men that they've got that they're squared up against in Fulshear.
Ibarra is the fullback with Broadway as they go with their Wildcat set. And Broadway looks and calls his number, and he is going to be stuffed by a rejuvenated Mustangs defense. Number 20, Marcus Quintero, number 49, Caleb Allen, their leading tackler. They're on the stop, so he got maybe a yard on that one.
Absolutely, and that's what they need to do. We saw the wrap up there in the hole, not letting the running back go, dragging him down to the mat. That's exactly what you have to do.
Buffington back in at quarterback. He'll have Broadway as the back, and it'll be Broadway. And Broadway is going to be stuck behind the line as the Mustangs swarming again as a host of defenders there on the play. But leading the way there looked like number 49 again. Their leading tackler, Caleb Allen, the junior linebacker. He was there on the stop. They lose one, so it's a 3rd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely. That's what we've been talking about. You just got to wrap these guys up till your friends can get there and help you with the fight. We heard Friendswood, this sideline is full. Excuse me, the fans are packing this side of the stadium out. They've got to get these fans back in the game.
Buffington play action rolls out, has a man downfield looking, has the receiver caught, first down and more, and it's going to be a foot race inside the 30, down to around the 28-yard line. The catch is made by the tight end, number 88, Marcus Carter, and Carter was wide open on that play.
And the only man that stopped him was Mason Sindelar, the junior outside linebacker who managed to haul and run down there and drag him down. If it weren't for that, that'd have been at 6 points right now. But Friendswood has just lost some of that momentum they had going on defense.
58-yard reception on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 for Fulshear. Handoff's going to be to Broadway, and Broadway's going to get about maybe a yard or two on that one. But like you said, the momentum got snapped on that. You'd gotten the ball back and got a 3 and out, give it back to your offense. Would have been a huge bit of momentum, but Fulshear pulling out the offense, pulling out the passing game when you least expect it.
Absolutely, and we talked about it. We talk about it every week. Friendswood was so committed to stopping the run. They're so committed, and then all of a sudden the ball goes flying over their heads. Set up the pass with your run game.
2nd down and 9, and it's going to be Broadway, and Broadway is going to be stopped initially before a couple of other Mustangs bring him down. Good ankle tackle there by the Mustangs, and that looked like number 9, Landon Davis, defensive back, was the first man on the scene to slow him down. So a 3rd down and a 9 coming up. Again, another opportunity for Friendswood to slow down this drive and slow down this offense.
Absolutely. It's been those wrap-up tackles, just grabbing a body part and not letting go, just work them down as best you can until somebody else can get there to finish the job.
3rd and 9 at the 25, 4:21 to go first half. Handoff is going to be to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb is going to get maybe a yard. So the Mustangs slowing down Fulshear as he got to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
Yeah, Friendswood's defense has all of a sudden come alive. Out there high-fiving, feeling good. The team captain's out there rallying him up. Number 7, that's Mason Sindelar. He's the man that stopped the touchdown earlier, and he's still feeling it. And here's the thing. We've seen this Fulshear offense go for it on 4th down. This is a much longer 4th down, though, and they're still going to go for it.
4th down coming up. Buffington is the sole back in the backfield. Gottlieb in motion. They'll fake it, actually, to Gottlieb. Gottlieb trying to turn the corner, does. Gottlieb turns it to the 10, Gottlieb to the 5, and a touchdown.
My goodness, heartbreak here at homecoming. They did so well at stopping the run on that drive, Brendan. Such an excellent job just to have it gutted on a 4th and, what was that, about 10?
4th and 9.
9? Yeah, my goodness. Your heart has to go out to that Friendswood defense, but you got to be excited if you're Fulshear because they absolutely earned that.
They did an excellent job. You had to know that they were going to get the ball to either Broadway or to Gottlieb, as they will go for 2, and the pile is going to be moved, and it looks like he is going to be short. But nonetheless, It's another score for Fulshear. So with 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half, it is Fulshear leading by a count of 36-14 on a Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
I'm Al Tag from Friendswood High School. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life.
This is Bob, and this is Dave. Bob has a barcode on his forehead to dramatize how big banks see their customers as just an account number. Dave doesn't. That's because Dave's a proud member of Associated Credit Union of Texas. Bob has to sit in Houston traffic for hours to get to his bank. Dave has access to thousands of free ATMs and an award-winning mobile banking app. Be like Dave and become a member at acutx.org today. Don't be like Bob.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Clear Life Media Game of the Week as we just saw the Friendswood defense get gutted on 4th down, and Fulshear takes the lead 36-14 over the Mustangs here on homecoming night.
Third touchdown of the evening for Gottlieb. Previous runs of 37 and 75 as right now, Fulshear well over 300 yards of total offense here in the first half.
And the vast majority of that is running the ball. Make no mistake, it's not a high-powered, fancy new school offense.
It is just drop the ball, give it to your back, and dare them to stop us as the ball is going to be fielded. Looks like again by Skill, and Skill is going to be stopped. Oh, actually, it's number 9 for Friendswood. Thought it was Skill, but it looks like Davis.
Yeah, it was number 9.
Landon Davis, the DB, and the Mustangs will start this drive at the 30-yard line. I'll say the 29, actually, with 3 minutes, 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
They've got time to just run their offense. They had really good success on the previous play of just kind of moving Foster around in the backfield and kind of getting away from that pass rush to set up for his arm downfield.
Yeah, they've got to be able to work that same success. There's still plenty of time, and if you can get this ball in the end zone here before the half, give your team some momentum here. Get something to feel good before you go into intermission on 1st and 10, and it's going to be Foster, and Foster's going to be smashed in the backfield. Number 80 for the Chargers again, Ryshawn Smith.
Yeah, Sheldon Rice was the first defensive lineman to get there. He has been a nightmare on that, just on the outside of that offensive line all night long.
So 2nd and long coming up, also for Foster back, has pressure. He's just got to throw this one away because the pressure was on him again. Number 44, Chance Bryant in on the rush. Also got some pressure from Asher Jacob, number 17, junior linebacker. So a 3rd down and 14 coming up.
They're going to call that a catch. I actually thought that ball hit the ground, but
okay.
I guess the referee said it was he's got a better view than we do.
So 3rd down coming up as Foster calls his own number and is going to be stopped at around the 31-yard line. That hole disappeared very quickly as he is slow to get up.
And he's been slow to get up a few times tonight, but he just keeps getting back up. We've been seeing it.
Yeah, right now he's you're looking at the arm, looking at his arm. He took a shot to the arm earlier in the ball game, and looks like he's favoring it right now. And you've got to hope that this gunslinger is better because it's a huge loss that Friendswood loses him.
Yeah, absolutely. We were mentioning it earlier, kind of off air. He seems to be favoring his shoulder a bit, but he keeps getting back up. They keep putting him back in the game as Friendswood getting ready to punt here.
Davis with the punt, and it is not a long one as the ball is going to bounce backward to the 39-yard line. And if that tells you that it's not Friendswood's night, nothing will.
My goodness. You still want to we still want to celebrate. We're going to be here at halftime, folks. We're going to see all the homecoming festivities. They're going to be brought to you by Gartner Coatings. They're going to be brought to you by SweetFrogs of Texas. Obviously, we're here for the football game. That may not be going Friendswood's way, but if you just stick around, I promise you the halftime show is going to be phenomenal.
If I've said it once, they will be crowning the king and queen at halftime, and you can catch it live here in the next 1 minute and 44 seconds of football time. And right now, Fulshear looking to try to add on to the score, and it is going to be a bit of trickeration, and it's going to be nearly a first down and more because they are having a hard time bringing Struby down.
Oh, my goodness. Number 34, the fullback, the I can't remember his name.
Struble.
Yeah, he grabbed hold of his running back and just drug him for that extra yardage. He said, if he's going down, you're taking me with him, and they couldn't get either one of them down.
Struble gains 10 on that play, so a 1st and 10 for Fulshear as we go inside 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Ball at the 29-yard line. Play action fake. Barrington avoids the pressure, avoids the rush, and he'll get a yard maybe as he tried to take off with the ball but was tripped up before he could get his momentum.
Yeah, we move under 1 minute here at the half, and he's fortunate that ball didn't pop out. He had it in one hand trying to run downfield and make a play, as I believe Friendswood has taken time out.
It's going to be Fulshear taking a timeout with 59 seconds left in the first half. We'll take it with them on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
My name is Clyde Bruton. Thank you to sweetFrog for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Life Media Game of the Week. As always, the final closing minute here is brought to you by Texas Pit Stop BBQ. You saw it there. It looked delicious. But, folks, if you're going to go get barbecue, make sure you stick with us at halftime. Enjoy, dinner and a show because, we're going to be crowning the homecoming king, the homecoming queen. We're going to have the homecoming festivities. But right now, Friendswood has to bring a good feel, a good, energy into this half by getting a moral victory here and stopping this offense.
Shotgun formation for the Chargers as Barrington drops back, steps up, throws, ball is high, incomplete. Was looking for receiver, and that was number 16, DeMarcus Walker, incomplete. So it's a 3rd down and 10 coming up for Fulshear with 54 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And make no mistake, folks, if you're just joining us now, Fulshear actually has 2 more downs to score because they have not brought a kicker onto the field yet.
They have not at all, unless they're kicking after touchdowns. That we've not seen any thought of them with a kicker. Gottlieb in the backfield and a 3rd down with 54 seconds left. Ball at the 29-yard line up Friendswood. Ibarra, the fullback, is going to move over to the near side as Barrington drops back, steps up, throw, and it's a screen caught by Gottlieb. Gottlieb spinning. Gottlieb's turning the corner. Gottlieb still going inside the 15. Cuts back inside the 10 to around the 9-yard line. So Gottlieb turned that screen pass into a 20-yard reception. So 1st and goal, Fulshear, with 40 seconds to go here in the first half.
Davian Gottlieb does not give up on a play. He ran into defenders, ran into his own blocker, juked backwards, used his vision to find the opening, and got them down inside the 10.
1st and goal, back to throw, ball is tipped and almost intercepted. In and out of the hands up the defender for Friendswood. That looks like Davis, number 9.
It is number 9. But, that's kind of been the key, I think, for this is when Fulshear attacks that front 7, and that's who gets swatted that ball there. That front 7 has done a decent job after they got gutted for a few runs. They've been wrapping up the last 2 or 3 drives, and that front 7 looks fired up. They just have to get the secondary back on track.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line, 22 seconds left. Barrington back, fade route, looking, end zone, caught, touchdown.
My goodness.
They're going to say incomplete.
No.
Oh, incomplete as the intended receiver, Braden Kennedy.
At any other level, obviously we're at the high school game here. Any other level, that's an instant replay. That's about as close as it gets. But, we just kind of have to say it. I guess the referees have a better view than we do, folks.
They did indeed on that one as it's an incomplete pass. So 3rd down and 10, 17 seconds to go here in the first half.
Maybe go to it again. You already had your man one time.
Barrington, low snap, drops back, steps up, throws, looks again, and the ball incomplete.
Oh.
Had Patrick Broadway, but he could not reel that one in. 4th down coming up, and it looks like we may actually see the field goal unit here.
Actually, that was number 6, one of many number 6s for Fulshear.
Number 6 takes Struble there with the reception, their leading receiver.
absolutely.
Just overshot him on that one as the kicker, number 14,
He
Coy
exists.
Tollison. He does exist. He will be kicking what would be a 27-yard attempt. Snap, the kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So at 9 seconds to go in the first half, we'll go ahead and keep it with us as it's now 39-14 as this onslaught by the Fulshear offense is slowed down just a bit by a field goal.
No doubt, and I got to believe that Fulshear would have had the touchdown on that second pass if it wasn't for the low snap, because that was a timing route. It's one of those routes where the receiver runs his route and the quarterback just puts the ball where the receiver's supposed to be. He doesn't even have to look. But because of the low snap, a little bit of mistiming, we saw there that Barrington just had to throw the ball up where he thought it was supposed to be, and the timing of that route was off. So the low snap, I think, saved Friendswood. I'm curious to see second half who's going to come out a little bit hotter. Friendswood needs that. They need that energy coming into the second half, that homecoming energy, and I think they might get it if this is a little bit longer halftime and make a few more adjustments because of all the festivities. The second half could be interesting. Friendswood might be looking to make a comeback if they come out with the right mindset.
Friendswood certainly has the offense to get back into this ball game. You can get a couple stops here and there and get the offense clicking. They certainly can get this back and make this a contest. This is a team that can average 35, 40 points at will, but with 9 seconds to go in the first half, you just want to get past this and hope that you don't commit any errors and just go into the locker room as is at 39-14. Ball is going to be kicked off, and it'll be kicked in the direction of Davis, who will field it. It'll go backwards. He'll be knocked out of bounds, hit hard by number 26, Isaac Waddy, with 5 seconds to go in the first half. So you figure just a kneel down.
Yeah, get out of here.
Just get the heck out of here, down 39-14.
We talked about it. Friendswood has the fight. The biggest loss of the season so far has only been by 11 points. One of their losses was in overtime to Texas City. They're not a team that gets blown out when they lose, so you got to think they're going to come out looking to narrow the score up at the very least in the second half. And actually, it looks like they may go to throw deep because they're in the shotgun set here.
Foster's in shotgun.
He's got a big arm, Brandon.
He does. Let's see if they've got something in store here. Actually, it'll be a handoff to Winters, and Winters turns the corner to 25. It's around the 28-yard line, and that will do it. Just an overpowering first half by the Fulshear offense as they will take a 39-14 lead at the half. And again, it's homecoming here at Friendswood. We're going to lean back and just let you enjoy it. Now, I've said it once over the years, and I'll say it again. It is always a joy to come to Friendswood, not just for the games, but to watch their band. It is one of the best, if not the best, in the state of Texas. We'll be back.
Hopefully win the Triple Crown tonight, bring home the trophy.
There's no Williams.
Bayou Fest is returning yet again this October 21st, 2023, and this year it is our 70th birthday. It's a fantastic free family fun event, free concerts. It's going to be Grammy Award-winning Mr. Wayne Toops, followed by the two-time Entertainer of the Year, Mr. Neil McCoy. And we're shooting off fireworks that night. Come on out October 21st. Bring out the entire family, help us celebrate, and get ready for Bayou Fest.
Congratulations to our Storm Rookie of the Week, Ariana Arroyo, and Storm Vet of the Week, Brianna Parker. Tonight, the Vulture Storm's man will be scoring an exciting Bomber team to Runaway Baby.
Three young ladies nominated for Football Sweetheart are Miss Mia daughter of Jared Manning of Riverside, granddaughter Lane. Presented by Colton Dash. He is a 12-year senior, UIL state national champion, and a two-time All-American junior. One of the varsity team captains and is a member of the Mustang Senior Buddy Club, Art Club, and the Queen's Favorite Club. He also attended Texas University Hall and graduated in education for his career in interior design. Next we have Miss Gabrielle. Where she was trying not to instructor, and she's a monthly mom of taking Marque in Houston, Texas. Madison also attended Texas Adrian Vintage. The band is playing You Got It as these young ladies have entered the field. The trophy bearers are Haley Smith, daughter of FHS alums, Lindsay Nikki Smith in the class of 2004, and Jared Smith in the class of 2001. Evelyn Barmore, daughter of FHS alums, Jennifer Manhattan Barmore, football sweetheart of 2003, and Blake Barmore, both of the class of 2004. And also, Hunter Hargis, son of FHS alum, Amy Hickey Hargis in the class of 2004, and David Hargis. Tonight we have with us the football sweetheart of 2022, is Brooke Elmore, to present the roses. Brooke attends Texas A&M University and is majoring in elementary education. Brooke plans to come back to Richmond after graduation to work alongside her mom, a counselor at Westwood. Thank you, Brooke, for joining us tonight. We're so glad you could make it. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, our 2023 football sweetheart is Miss Camry. Sweetheart Camry will be presented with a bouquet of red roses by Miss Elmore. Miss Meany and Miss Nutty will also be presented with a trophy commemorating tonight's activities by their escorts, Mr. Dash and Mr. Wright. Sweetheart Camry will be presented with a trophy by her escort, Mr. Shield. Sweetheart Camry is the daughter of Wayne Aldo and Lisa Thompson. Camry is a 12-year senior member of PALS, Interact, FCCLA, National Technical Honor Society, and the president of Good Needs Favors Club. Camry hopes to attend Texas A&M University in the fall. Congratulations, Sweetheart Camry.
Kurt, you're super loud when you talk.
Tonight's homecoming queen nominees are Miss J. Foster,
there has to be some of that homecoming magic. It's got to carry over from that halftime show, that beautiful halftime show we just saw. Some of that high school spirit, and maybe a little bit of that Halloween spirit needs to sneak in, cause a little bit of trickery. It makes something happen here, and Friendswood has to come out in the second half fired up and ready to play football. They need to get these fans. They have a packed section over here. They have to get these fans involved and get them woke up as they're going to receive the ball to start the second half.
First-year head coach Jordan Johnson was once a former star running back here at Friendswood. His first year as head coach came over from Denton Geyer, where he was the offensive mastermind, one of DFW's powerhouses.
Absolutely.
Come back home and look to see if he can get a dub on his first homecoming night. Back deep for Friendswood, Garrett Marque, number 5 and 22 meters, but it's a short kick that is going to be down by number 24, Daniel Isamelu. Excuse me, Landon McGuire, number 24. Looking at the wrong person, but 1st and 10 for the Mustangs as they will start the second half. Ball spotted at their own 35-yard line.
I know it's tough to kind of see as a fan when the score is 39-14, but Friendswood had some momentum going into the half. They were able to get a little bit of success on offense with some passing and running, and their defense actually started to look better. They were getting stops in that running game before they gave up the big score on 4th down. So it's up to them to carry that momentum forward and recognize that they had the momentum going into the half.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Quarterback number 4, Brock Fulshear, back in to lead the offense. Number 22 is Walker Winters as the W reverse to Buffington, and those play was snuffed out. Good pursuit there by number 17 for Fulshear. That's going to be Asher Jacob.
Friendswood will be on the move. They've been running hurry up all night long.
Lost some point on that play, makes it 2nd and 11. Fulshear backs is going to throw this one up, and it is going to be incomplete. Was looking for Buffington, but good coverage there by number 18, Ty Powell, the junior defensive back.
Yeah, and it was a timing route. He just set back and put the ball in the air. Friendswood likes their timing routes, and they just did not have success there as the defensive back was able to get in the way of that route.
Buffington in the backfield. Looks like he's going to move over to the slot on a 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11 for the Mustangs. They get some traffic moving around. Goings in motion over to the near side. Foster gets the snap, waits for the snap, trying to draw them off.
We were talking about that before the first half. They need to run that hard count and kind of make this defensive line settle in.
And a timeout as they were not able to get the play off in time, but they caught the timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 11:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter of the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The ACU V Banking app allows you to open new accounts, apply for loans, ask questions, or get help. Now take your bank with you everywhere you go. ACU of Texas and V Banking, bringing the branch to you. Your next home is just a simple video call away. The ACU V Banking app allows you to open new accounts, apply for loans, ask questions, or get help. Learn more at acutx.org.
So after the timeout, it's going to still be 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Actually, 3rd down and 11 as they lost the 1st down. Makes it 3rd and 11. Ball at the 34-yard line of the Mustangs.
That offensive line has to buy Brock some time here on this. That's been the problem all night, is that defensive line for Fulshear is just busting through.
They will go blitz. Foster back, steps up, throws, looking downfield, has a man.
Oh my goodness.
Loki was behind. Everyone made the effort but could not stick the landing.
My goodness, it was a stretching fingertip catch. We talk about it every single week, a game of inches. If that ball had just a little less stank on it, then that could either be a touchdown or at the very least a huge game. But unfortunately, 4th down for Friendswood, they lose that momentum coming out of the half.
That was the type of play they desperately needed to try to gather some momentum. Instead, it's a 4th down as Mikey Butler will line up the punt. Butler will get it offline drive and is going to field it around the 5-yard line.
Might as well have been a pass.
Huge hit coming downfield for the Mustangs. Number 32, Tyke Diesel Rudolph, sophomore running back, came flying in and laid the lumber on number 15, Jake Cody.
Yeah, Brand, this is actually a Friendswood team that is very used to adversity. But we actually spoke with head coach Jordan Johnson. We spoke with him this week. He mentioned how their field house actually came crashing down, and they had to move to the outside the practice field. They weren't able to work. They weren't to work in their normal conditions, so they're used to the adversity. We've seen that all year, and they don't lose games normally by blowout. So Friendswood, and actually it looks like Fulshear may have gotten a penalty of some sort.
There was a penalty that's going to take them back, all the way back to the start line, as the Chargers will start to drive deep in their own territory with 11-17 to go here in the third quarter.
You just saw the homecoming royalty there. We got to think Friendswood's defense is going to want to, again, carry that homecoming energy. Let's see if we can do something here on defense.
Maryland I set for the Chargers. Buffington will call the number 245, and that's going to be Caleb Augustus. Augustus does have a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And flags are down. It's starting to get maybe a little chippy there.
No doubt. Came in at the back of the play. I actually didn't catch it until you mentioned something.
Gain of 3. We'll let you see where the penalty lies. Maybe it's an offsetting.
We saw Fulshear go to the heavy back set there near the end of the half. They're looking to keep this thing physical.
They're rotating their backs. Now, Godley has caused a lot of damage, but it's hard to believe that he's only touched the ball 6 times, but he's got 184 yards from scrimmage and 3 touchdowns.
It was against Fulshear.
So it's going to take them even further back as they are going to be pushed back to, please, the 13-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of 7. So it'll be a 1st and 17.
Friendswood has to step up on defense right here. They have to capitalize on these Fulshear mistakes if they want to get back in this ball game. This is the luck they needed.
17. Arrington under center. And you will call the number in a huge hole this time to Broadway.
Boy.
Get flag. 2 flags are down. Broadway is going to go a long way for nothing unless he missed something. An 87-yard touchdown run that's going to be called back. Flag came down about maybe the 20-yard line. We also saw additional flags near midfield. So whatever it is, it's going back. No, actually, they're saying a touchdown.
Ooh.
Whoa. The officials are calling it a touchdown. And I stand corrected, Mr. Broadway. You went a long way for something.
Yeah, he went all the way to Broadway. My goodness.
87 yards.
I was waiting with bated breath on that one. And I got to tell you, I thought it was going to be on Fulshear too, because when I saw where the flag landed, it was a Fulshear player standing over a Friendswood player. So I'm not sure what happened, why the flag was waved off, but touchdown Fulshear. It is now a long way, and the score gets even longer for Friendswood as Fulshear is looking to make it 47-14.
It will be a Godley, and Godley's going to rumble his way in for the conversion run. So 10:43 to go here in the third quarter. Fulshear dominating as they now lead by a count of 47-14 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
I'm Al Tag from Friendswood High School. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life.
Bayou Fest is returning yet again this October 21st, 2023, and this year it is our 70th birthday. It's a fantastic free family fun event, free concerts. It's going to be a Grammy Award-winning Mr. Wayne Toops, followed by the 2-time Entertainer of the Year, Mr. Neil McCoy. And we're shooting off fireworks that night. Come on out October 21st. Bring out the entire family. Help us celebrate and get ready for Bayou Fest.
So after the touchdown, Clay, 87-yard run by Broadway, his second TD of the night, the penalty is going to allow them to kick the ball off at the 40-yard line.
Interesting note, we were talking about it. It's one of those things where Friendswood has stacked the box to stop this running game. Unfortunately, what happens is if the first guy doesn't make the tackle. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
okay.
Fortunate that they got the ball back. Heads up play there by number 18, Jackson Steele.
No doubt, but as we were saying, when you stack the box to try to stop the run, and we actually mentioned it last week as well, if the first guy can't make the tackle, there is no one back in the defensive back position to kind of slow these running backs down. We saw it there as, you know, Broadway broke free, and there were a whole lot of defenders behind him because they were all trying to get to the line of scrimmage and stop the run. So you've got to be careful when you stack the box because it's a gamble. It's a win-lose. It's like a prevent defense for the run game.
Right now, Fulshear has 444 yards of offense, and we're just barely in the third quarter. And up to the win. They play is going to be actually at number 4 for Fulshear. That's going to be linebacker.
I got to think if you're Friendswood, you just want to put some points on the board and just get this close at this point. Just go out and play football.
Yeah, hey, just relax and just play. Ball is going to be caught, and it'll be a first down reception made by the tight end, number 99. That's Noah Abibi. His first reception of the night, and James. And it'll be Winters again, and Winters has got a corner. Winters shooting a 41-yard line. Good tackle, open field tackle made by the Chargers. Number 10, Brian Houston.
Hit the ground hard on that tackle, too.
He was going to get up. He was going to get up on his own power.
He's up. It looks like he's trying to go back to the huddle. Let's see if they let him.
8 on that.
They will not.
They will not.
They'll be swapping out running backs at least for one play.
That's it. If that looks like it could be a little longer than that because he took a wicked shot. He is out, and they're going to replace him with number 32, Ty Diesel Rudolph.
What a name.
Second down. Foster back, half pressure, scrambling, looks up. He's just going to throw this one up, and that ball's going to be caught.
Wow.
Nice reception there by Buffington.
And I tell you what, man, Brock is a cannon. He is striding backwards, running from just a host of Chargers, throws the ball off his back foot, and still makes the completion downfield. Fantastic play.
Gain of 21, so first and 10. And it'll be Foster stepping up, trying to find pressure. He's going to throw this one up, and the ball is going to be caught. Reception made again by BB. He's got a second catch.
It's kind of what you have to do when you can't find other receivers. You can't manage to make anything else. Start going to those tight ends. Start going to those players that maybe they're not thinking about as much. Racine, he's throwing darts out there right now, Brandon.
Gain of 7 makes it second and 3. And Foster calls his own number, and he's going to get here to take on should be enough for a first down. Friendswood's first touchdown earlier in the contest, and it's about to play the timeout by Fulshear. We'll take a look at the 8:26 to go in the third quarter. It is Fulshear 47, Friendswood 14 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
This is Floyd. Thank you to the Santa Fe Education Foundation for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
They are a beast all by themselves. They are so different than any of these other things that are on the road. The C2s, 63 through 67 Corvettes, those are my favorite. I think that's by far the sexiest looking car on the planet, even today. To fit all that stuff in that little package is tough. But we make it happen right here at Muscle Car.
Clear Life Media Game of the Week. We just saw there one of our awesome sponsors, Muscle Cars of Texas. And Brandon, Friendswood is looking to muscle their way into the end zone to kind of make this a little bit more closer lead.
They'll look for the power up Foster, and Foster's going to call his own number. Foster spins inside the 5-yard line, so he is going to be close to the goal line on that one.
That's actually going to move the chains. I thought we got the first down on the previous play, but now it's going to be first and goal as they're running again.
Foster spins back. Foster spinning, and he is around the 1-yard line.
That ball did come out on our screen, but I believe the referees are going to say he was down. Friendswood on the move.
Second down and goal coming up for the Mustangs. And Foster not quite in there yet, but on the second effort, gets it. So still some life there for the Mustangs. Foster is second rushing touchdown of the night. Makes it 47-20 with 7:46 to go here in the third quarter.
That's what happens when you're 6'5". Even if they knock you down, you might fall forward for about an extra yard. Touchdown for Friendswood, making this homecoming crowd come to life just a little bit.
That hold, the kick is up, and the kick by Reagan Rudolph is going to be good. So it's 7:46 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs get on the board. They trail by a count of 47-20 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
And this is Heather Laurie and my little sister Michelle West, and we're at Legacy Collision. We are an all-service automotive collision center, here to service anybody who has a little fender bender all the way up to a major accident. We work with all major insurance companies, all female run. You can reach us at 409-440-8900 on our website, legacycollisiontx.com, or on social media, Facebook and Instagram. We are continuing a legacy, creating a legacy, and leaving a legacy here at Legacy Collision.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Clear Life Media Game of the Week, as we just saw Fulshear return the ball right about to the 30, maybe the 31. There you go. 8-yard line. It was a bit of a scrum, so kind of missed where they set it down from up here. But, Brendan, I don't believe that Fulshear has been stopped for less than 3 points all night long. They had one field goal, and everything else has been some kind of points or a touchdown. Or it's just been a Fulshear show.
It has been. We have not seen them punt the ball yet. Like I said, the only time they had a drive, they did not end with a touchdown. Ended up being a field goal. As this new drive is going to start at the 28. Flat came flying out as Godley carry got to around the 34-yard line. So the flag looks like this will take this back.
Things Friendswood has to take advantage of. We keep saying it, you know. It's just one of those things. Fulshear keeps shooting themselves in the foot, you know, but Friendswood not taking advantage of it. Just got to do something. You got to go out and get that ball. And I'm curious also, let's kind of look on this drive, see if Friendswood stacks the box again, because Fulshear made him pay for it on the previous drive.
Run by Broadway. A 47-14. Friendswood got the end. So it's a first down and 20 after the hold.
Not stack the box this time. They have defensive backs.
Godley is deep. And play action fake. Buffington calls his own number and will get to around the 20-yard line. First time we've seen him actually run the ball tonight as he gains about 5, maybe 6 yards.
Got some of that yardage back they lost on what I believe was maybe a holding call on the previous play.
So it's a second down, call it about 15, maybe 15 for the first down. 55 to go here in the third quarter. Actually, they call it game at 17.
Sure has been in this position before, back deep in their own territory, but they have scored every single time.
Buffington rolls out, throws, ball is going to be caught. Reception made there by Cody, number 15. So they will get close to the first down mark. Got the ball at the 30-yard line.
Absolutely expect them to hand it to Godley here. He has been dynamite. Godley and Broadway both, but I believe it's Godley is the running back in this time. And, you know, I hate to say it, but you also got to watch for the fullback. The big man has had success tonight.
So it's a third down and 5 coming up.
Pick your poison, Friendswood.
So Buffington play action fake, rolls out, looks, throws, ball's going to be caught to the fullback. And Barra pulling up the defenders. Whoosh, get off the LS. Big Ibarra just plowed through a defender and gets the first down for Fulshear as they're once again inside Mustang territory.
You know, Ibarra is not a tall guy. He's about eye level with some of these referees out here, but that helps when you're a big man. You've got that low center of gravity. You just bull these guys over, and that's what you see. He runs behind his pads. Love to see it. Unfortunately, not for Friendswood.
19-yard reception on that play. First down. Gottlieb trying to turn the corner, and he is going to be slowed down for the first time tonight.
Connor Stamper got in there and got behind the line of scrimmage. Made a point to say, like, if you're stumbling, I'm going to get to you. That's what Friendswood needs. They need more of those high-energy plays. They got to bring the energy up here.
Second down and 12 coming up. 5:38 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs down 47-21 as they have got to try to find a way to get back in this ballgame. That means stopping this Fulshear offense, which is approaching 500 yards on the evening.
Goodness. You got to do something if you're Friendswood. You got to stop the bleeding. You got to just do something, and believe Fulshear.
Take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:16 to go third quarter. It is still Fulshear 47, Friendswood 21 on the Clear Life Media game.
My name is Dylan Thomas. Thank you to sweetFrog for sponsoring the game of the week on Clear Life Media.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standard. I set the standards.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
Yo establezco los estándares.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standard. I set the standard.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standard.
I set the standards. Yo establezco los estándares.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
At Gartner Coatings, we set the standards.
And welcome to Gartner Coatings.
Halftime, it was a wonderful pregame show by the cheerleaders and the band. Homecoming week here in Friendswood has been a wonderful week, and we have been treated by an amazing staff here at FISD. Tad Brewer, the superintendent, will give his thanks and all the staff of Friendswood for this.
No doubt about it. We've been absolutely taken care of here. We appreciate all of you at Friendswood. See a Fulshear pass there.
Pass going to be hard.
About a 2-yard gain. Maybe they'll give him 2.
Much reception by Braden Kennedy. Chasing third down and long coming up. Ball calling third down and 8 at the 46-yard line of Friendswood. 4:54 to go third quarter as the Mustangs trailing by 26. Looking to try to get a stop. Trying to slow down the momentum. Flag down, and looks like someone must have jumped. And they did, so a loss of 5. So we're seeing a little sloppiness here by Fulshear here in the third quarter. Take away the touchdown run from Broadway, but this team has been on the sloppy side offense.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The second half's been a little bit rough, but other than the touchdown, which, I mean, that's great, but we've been seeing it. But the problem is, too, Brandon, they've kind of thrived in these long yardage situations because Friendswood is going all out to stop the run. And like we said, when that happens, those running backs just kind of run by all those defenders. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Harrington has been effective with that. So third down on the toss sweep, trying to find room, and he'll get maybe to 7-yard line. So then kind of scrimmage.
Fulshear has gone for it on fourth down all night long.
And it looks like they will on this one.
They do not like to punt over at Fulshear.
Tell you what, head coach could not believe in punting the ball at all. We have not seen the punter yet. We are not going to see the punter. This one doesn't look like it. Fourth down coming up. Play action fake. Barrington steps up. Keeps up. Going long. Looking. Incomplete. Intended receiver looked like number 12. That was Rafe Taruta. And good coverage by the Mustangs as number 0, Connor Stamper, there on the stop.
Stamper was the player of that drive. Don't forget he had the big tackle for a loss also as he shut down Godley in the backfield. So that's a first tonight. That's the first time that Fulshear has come off the field offensively without points on the board. As we see, that stop is brought to you by ACU of Texas. Excellent job by the Mustangs here. They need to score. We got to get some points on the board if you're a Mustangs fan.
3:51 to go in the third quarter. You get a touchdown here before the end of the third, you'll start to make things just a little more interesting. And good news for the Mustangs, Walker Winters is back in.
Love to see it.
After he was knocked out for a few plays. Play action fake. Foster back. Has pressure. He's going to get swarmed. Ball might have popped loose. No, he yelled onto it, but nonetheless, it is a sack. Give half sack credit to number 80, Rashawn Smith, and number 43, Sheldon Rice.
Folks, that's what we call a collapsing pocket, because the edges closed in and forced Foster forward where the defenders were already breaching that center line. So that's a collapsing pocket, folks, and that's been the key all night long for this Fulshear defense.
Loss of 1 on that play makes it 2nd down and 11. Foster back will swing it out to Winters. Winters cuts and breaks 1 tackle. Trying to break the second one, but he is going to be stopped. Good tackle made by number 1, Jace McCurry, as Winters will get it past the line of scrimmage. Officially a gain of just 2 yards on the play. So 3rd down and 9 coming up. Foster back.
Yes,
Steps
time.
up, heaves, looking long, and ball's going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Buffington.
Reached up with one hand to pull that in, but I don't believe the defender had his other arm. I think he could have maybe put 2 hands up there and tried to pull it in, but that's why they're down there playing football. I'm up here in the commentary booth.
There you go.
And it looks like Friendswood's going to go for it here.
You're down 26. Why the heck not? 4th down and 9 coming up.
They have to give Foster time if they're going to throw the ball, because he has the arm for it, and they've had success with that downfield.
Buffington back throw. Ball's going to be caught. 1st down.
5. Mookie again.
Mookie with the reception. And it's another catch for him this evening. Up to move the chains. He's got 4 receptions on the night. As it's a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. And it'll be a handoff. Juris gets about maybe a yard on that play. So 2nd down and 9 coming up. And County here in.
On the move. Nope. I'm going to take a second. Say this is brought to you by United Way, Galveston County, Mainland. You see what Friendswood does here.
Play action fake. They'll fake the reverse. Foster looking, has pressure. It's just going to throw this up and incomplete. Not sure what they were looking for. Loki was the intended receiver. He had pressure barreling in from behind as number 32, Creighton Dickey, junior linebacker, was bringing pressure. So a 3rd down and 8 coming up.
And that's tricky, too. I got to believe they thought maybe if they faked the reverse to him, the defense would forget about him, but that did not happen. There was good coverage there by the defense. Now they've got a 3rd and long here.
3rd down and 9 coming up. Foster back has pressure. Just steps up, throws. That ball is tipped. It through a number of hands. Was looking for Buffington. Incomplete. So 4th down also in the vicinity. Number 14, Tyler Goins.
Friendswood. Yeah, might as well roll the dice again. They've had success downfield, but they have to buy him time. They have to buy Brock Foster time to use that arm.
Foster steps up, just got the ball off an incomplete. Threw a heater in the direction of Goins, but the pressure by Fulshear.
I believe that ball was batted at the line as well. We saw it chip off there. You see there the score on the screen. 47 Fulshear, Friendswood 21.
And stay here as the Chargers will get the ball back with 1:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, opportunity was there for Friendswood. You finally got them to not score on a drive, and you weren't able to cash it in. So now, Fulshear, I would have to think that they'll try to get the ball back and be a little more smooth in the hand as it was in the 3rd quarter. They have been sloppy at times, but still, nonetheless, when you got that cushion, you can afford a few slips here and there. Man in motion to the Marque, so a bit of an empty set here, and it'll be a handoff to Godley, and Godley's going to cut back and then stop. Gain of about 4 on that play before he was knocked down by number 41. Caleb Allen.
Absolutely. It was a swarm that time from Friendswood. And it's one of those things, it's a moral victory. It's tough to find moral victories when you're down 47-21. But this Friendswood team has slowly but surely played better and better, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They're doing a better job of group tackling, wrapping people up. You know, and we'll say that this improvement is brought to you by B&O Construction because, quite frankly, they've constructed better and better defense as the night is going on.
Second down and 4 coming up at the 47-yard line. It'll be Broadway's this time, and Broadway's going to be stopped. Mustangs are sitting on that play, and they're doing a good job shutting it down. Number 49 again, Allen also in there. Number 10, Colton Postman.
I think that was Jackson Lee on the carry. That was number 6.
Number 6 it was, okay, so.
Broadway comes in now, number 8. There we go. And they switch in players so many. They have such a diverse backfield. It's kind of hard to keep them going. Right. Actually, no, I apologize. I was looking at the wrong. That was Tate Truble, I believe, actually on the carry. We both got it wrong.
So there we go. So third down and short coming up as we're at 12 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Will they get the playoff? They will. And the ball is going to be to Barrington, and Barrington is going to be knocked down. Nothing there for him as number 7 for Friendswood. That is going to be Mason Seidler.
Sindelar, yeah.
Sindelar with the tackle, and that's going to end the third quarter. 36 minutes of play have been complete here in Friendswood. Fulshear in control by a count of 47-21 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hi, my name is Ryan Stubbs, president of B&O Construction, located here in the heart of League City, Texas. We offer commercial and residential general contracting needs for all the surrounding areas of Galveston County. Here at B&O Construction, we offer a multitude of services for all of our clients and customers to make sure that we're able to reach and achieve all of our clients and customers' goals. B&O Construction offers quality construction, great value, and honest service. You can learn more about B&O Construction on our website at bnoconstructionllc.com or call us at 832-738-2233.
So we are here, started the fourth quarter. Started the fourth quarter here as a false start. Throw everything back as the pep rally. Got to see film of the pep rally that was held earlier.
Looks like Fulshear has just backed themselves up. They had short yardage. We were actually debating what they might do, but I think it's going to be a little bit trickier now that they've backed themselves up by about 5 yards.
Barrington is in a shotgun set, so it looks like he might. No, actually, they're going to go on 4th and long. Barrington back, calls his own number, cuts back. It got close. He reached that ball out. He might have got it. No, they're going to say he's about a half yard short.
My goodness. That was Connor Stamper. We've seen him step up huge here in the second half, it's about the 3rd big play for the young man tonight. You know, we want to take a second. While we're swapping players on the field, we're looking at the cheerleaders. We want to thank all of our sponsors: Galveston College, Legacy Collision, Santa Fe Education Foundation, Texas City EDC, Muscle Cars of Texas, United Way Galveston County Mainland, B&O Construction, Gartner Coatings, ACU of Texas, sweetFrogs, Visit Hitchcock, Texas, Texas Pit Stop BBQ, City of Marque, Chart Your Bar, and Ryan Massa. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We could not do this without you. If you're wondering why we do this, we don't charge you a dime. It's because of the wonderful sponsors we have here at Clear Life Media.
Foster back on first down, looking for Buffington. Ball is going to be incomplete. Flag is down.
But no doubt that is defensive pass interference.
Buffington was looking for his opportunity to catch a second touchdown of the night, but pass interference by number 18, Ty Powell. 15 yards, though.
Absolutely.
Still, nonetheless, it's a break for the Mustangs as they will get the ball at the 36-yard line up Fulshear.
I'm sure people were watching, wondering, well, he put his arm in the guy's, in the defensive back's, face mask. Why isn't that offensive pass interference? It's because the defensive back never got turned around to look at the ball. You have to play the football if you want to avoid pass interference. It's not what he did. That's why they got a free 15.
Catch made by Buffington at the 30, so 6. Good tackle made by number 20. Believe Agueto.
Ball's deep.
Ball is caught and touchdown for Buffington.
Fantastic. As we saw the beautiful people of Friendswood, Texas, it's the big arm in the quarterback. The big 6'5" prototype quarterback makes the big pass downfield to his favorite target. It's a touchdown, folks. And then homecoming night, it brings this crowd just a little bit alive, kind of revives some of that spirit as Friendswood looks to make it 28-47.
Still plenty of time left. Again, stranger things have happened. That's why you play them. But with 11-13 to go,
they will go for 2, it looks like.
They will go for 2 to try to make this a 17-point game. If you do get the conversion here, it will make things just a bit interesting. Foster calling his own number, turns back, got it, and it is now 47-29 ball game with 11-13 to go. So don't count these Mustangs out quite yet. Still plenty of time, but we'll take a break here. It's 47-29, Fulshear over Friendswood on your Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
This is Bob, and this is Dave. Bob has a barcode on his forehead to dramatize how big banks see their customers as just an account number. Dave doesn't. That's because Dave's a proud member of Associated Credit Union of Texas. Bob has to sit in Houston traffic for hours to get to his bank. Dave has access to thousands of free ATMs and an award-winning mobile banking app. Be like Dave and become a member at acutx.org today. Don't be like Bob.
Inscríbete ya y empieza a construir tu mañana en Galveston College. Galveston College es una de las instituciones de educación más asequibles en Texas que ofrece clases pequeñas en excelentes instalaciones y una experiencia universitaria atractiva cerca de casa y cerca de la playa.
Galveston College es un excelente lugar para aprender y me ayudó a construir mi carrera.
Elige entre 50 programas de titulación y certificación. Obtén ayuda financiera y becas para pagar por tu escuela. Inscríbete ya. Construye.
So, Buffington, with his second touchdown tonight, he's got 4 catches for 77 yards, 2 scores. At the Mustangs have cut it to 47-29 with 11-13 to go.
We saw Reagan Rudolph, the female kicker there, about to kick this ball off. Probably going to be an onside kick.
As right now you've got all but one Fulshear player lined up between the 50 and 40-yard lines, and it will be a high kick in the direction of Broadway, and Broadway's just going to fall on it and will down himself at the 27-yard line, and that is where the Fulshear offense will start.
And folks, if you're trying to do the math, if you're a Friendswood fan at home, don't worry, we got you. We did the math during the commercial break. It is an 18-point game.
Yes.
That means that Friendswood will need to score 2 more touchdowns. One of those will need to be a 2-point conversion, and then a field goal. So 3 possessions, a 2-point conversion somewhere in there, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game. Now, all of that also hinges on the fact that Friendswood has to stop this offense again and again and again. So it's not, odds aren't in their favor, but we're here for it, folks. We want to see some magic happen on homecoming night.
Handoff is going to be to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb's got a running start. Gottlieb almost got out of there again. He almost got his 4th touchdown of the night, but he is tackled at the 41-yard line. He picks up 15 on that play.
And, Brandon, if you want to see the opposite of what we were talking about earlier, how we mentioned stacking the box is dangerous, that's the opposite of that, because Godley got past all those linebackers. He got past all the defensive linemen, but the safeties were there to close him up and keep that from being a home run hit. It might have been a double, but it wasn't a home run hit, and it kept points on the board. It kept points from being on the board.
And right now, that previous play looked like the Fulshear we saw in the first half. They're just going back to basics and being more aggressive on the line as Gottlieb is going to get to the line of scrimmage, got stopped there for no gain on that play. Mustangs were able to sniff that play out. Clock running at 10:15 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and Fulshear also has had a lot of success with the play action as well. They run the ball so well that it sets up that play action. I'm a huge fan of that. So, Friendswood has to be on their toes. They need to be aggressive, but they need to be smart as well.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up at the 41-yard line. Pistol formation. They'll toss it to Broadway. Broadway is going to be stopped.
Flag on the
at
play.
The line, flag down, and it's probably a hold.
Yes, sir. We talk about it. When those plays go outside the tackle box, it means the offensive lineman had to reach and grab and hold on to that jersey. Let's see if we're right. Holding.
It is a hold, and it's going to take them back 10. And again, the mistakes are starting to pile up just a bit for Fulshear. So, again, it's a long yardage situation. And if Friendswood can get a stop here and get the ball back, things, again, become a little more intriguing.
No doubt about it. And they just keep walking them backwards. This ball's going to be on the 31-yard line.
It goes back to the 31, a loss of 10. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 20 to go for Fulshear.
Friendswood needs to make a big stop here. We need big plays on defense if you're a Mustangs fan.
Barrington under center, play action, steps up, looks, throws, goes to Ibarra. Ibarra's going to just bounce to around the 35-yard line, so he'll pick up 4 on that play. And the Mustangs got to be fortunate that he didn't look in the direction of number 88, Marcus Carter, because Carter was about 20 yards ahead of a man.
And actually, it looks like we've got a Friendswood player down. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here with the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The Art of Coffee is family owned and operated, featuring sweet treats, local art, and always good vibes for all. With convenient locations around Galveston County, there's something for everyone. Sweet treats, fresh coffee, good vibes. The Art of Coffee.
Wow.
Pep rally here at Friendswood. We got to see all of the cheerleaders from freshmen, junior varsity, seniors. It's been a wonderful week here as the bands got to play. Everyone's been involved in this game as we are about to continue play here. 3rd down and long coming up. Barrington back. She's going to throw a screen to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb's got the 40. Gottlieb's got midfield, is going to still go. Gottlieb is going to finally be pushed out of bounds, and they're going to call him out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. And for the second time tonight, Clay, they used the screen pass to Gottlieb, and he has made them pay.
Yeah, absolutely. Gottlieb is excellent at finding his openings and making his way downfield. And speaking of openings, I hope keep your schedule open next week, folks. We're going to be in Hitchcock as they take on Columbus next week. We'll start our broadcast at 6 o'clock. Be sure to tune in on Facebook. Get ready to share it. Get ready to like it. Get ready to cheer on your favorite players, your favorite team, and let us know if you're going to be there. We'd love to hear from you.
First down, Barrington is going to go back. Ball is going to be caught. Nice grab by number 6, Tate Struble. Reception made by their leading receiver as he gets the ball down inside the 25 to the 21-yard line. So that was a gain of 20.
Yeah, great throw by Barrington, too. He had a Friendswood Mustang barreling down on him. He was backing up. He kept his eyes downfield, though, and made a very accurate pass to his favorite receiver.
So they're moving the ball again at 8:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. James Lacombe actually predicted this game, the fine sports editor at the Galveston County Daily News. He predicted 47-29, but looks like it will be a little bit more as Broadway cuts back, spins off one tackle, and is finally going to be dragged down and around the 11-yard line.
And that's one of those the defensive coordinator for Friendswood is going to get frustrated about because we saw there number 9, that was Landon Davis. He lowered his shoulder ready to make the hit and then turns his head at the last second. He's not looking at what he's hitting. You have to wrap up. You have to grab. That's where Friendswood has started to have the change in momentum on defense and success is when they're wrapping up on these Fulshear running backs.
And it looks like a penalty is going to push Fulshear back to the 30-yard line.
That had to have been after the play.
It was after the play. So an unsportsmanlike conduct is going to push them back to the 30-yard line. First down for Fulshear, as they've got to get the ball to the 12-yard line. So it's a first down and 18.
But they have had success in these long yardage plays. Make no mistake about it.
Back into the Maryland I set. It'll be a handoff to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb's going to move the pile to around the 27-yard line. Again, another flag down. And we'll wait and see what the call is going to be here. And if it's against Fulshear, it is going to make it first and even longer. So wait to see what the debate is. Oh, it's a personal foul. And again, Clay, every time Friendswood finds themselves in a position to get a break, they find a way to shoot themselves in the proverbial foot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, it's one of those, you know, what good is a horse with missing a leg? And that's kind of what the Mustangs have been all night. Every time it looks like they're going to get on that track and get running, they find a way to kind of just fumble or bobble or fall down. And it's whether it's through penalties, whether it's through giving up the big chunk plays, you know, they just have not been able to get the ball rolling all night.
First down, and it is going to be looks like Ibarra. Like it was to the big fullback. We'll wait to it is. Actually, no, it's going to be 245. Caleb Augustus. Seen him a couple of times. He does have a touchdown and a 2-point conversion run on the evening. 6:42 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, they favored the heavy set with Augustus and Ibarra down here. And we're going to see if they stick with it. They've also, of course, got their favorite back, Davian Godley, in there. Anything can happen.
And it will be Augustus, and Augustus is going to get the ball inside the 10 to around the 9, so he'll pick up another 2. So make it third down as we approach 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 47-29, Fulshear, barring the unforeseen, is going to improve their record to 6-0 on the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It would take, you know, it's the famous Seinfeld line, barring some unforeseen incident, we've got this one just about as a wrap.
Fulshear came into this week as one of 54 teams in the state with an undefeated record. There'll be at least one of them going into next week. And third down is going to be Ibarra, and Ibarra's got a convoy of blockers, and he'll walk in. The big man had come close a couple of times, and he's finally going to eat. And with 5:37 to go, any hopes of a Friendswood comeback probably just got dashed there. 9-yard touchdown run by Ibarra, so it's 53-29.
You know, we were talking about it before the game that this offense likes to score in a lot of different ways with a lot of different players. Of course, they're going to go for 2 here. It's been their trademark all night long. You know, when we're going to go to a commercial break after this 2-point conversion. Let's see what happens here.
And Barrington will throw, and it is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, batted down, I believe. But, Brandon, when we come back, if you could get the stat for me, I want to know how many different players have scored tonight for Fulshear. We'll be right back with the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Texas Pit Stop BBQ is now open in Texas City. With additional locations in Galveston and Lamarque, this award-winning barbecue prepares you for whatever comes your way. Dine in, on the go, and catering. Texas Pit Stop BBQ never takes shortcuts and always brings the heat.
Work hard, train hard. I'm about to knock out this barbecue at Texas Pit Stop in Texas City.
Folks, tomorrow night, be sure to join me. I'll be there. Brandon's going to be watching some college football. Nothing wrong with that. But if you like the fights, be sure to join us for the Clear Life Media pay-per-view. Boxing's rising stars are all going to be there. Constellation Field, Sugar Land, Texas, tomorrow night. The fights will start at 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6 o'clock if you can be there live. We'd love to have you. It's going to be an exciting night of fights, a lot of hard-hitting action. We've been seeing hard hits tonight, but if you want to see some real-deal stuff, tomorrow night, boxing, only on Clear Life Media pay-per-view. Brandon, we were talking about before the commercial, how many players have scored for Fulshear? Were you able to get that for us?
You got 4 different players that have scored tonight for Fulshear. Actually make that 5 different players for Fulshear as the return is up to around the 49-yard line. 4 different players. Broadway has a couple of touchdowns. Gottlieb's got 3 TDs on the night. Augustus has got a touchdown. Ibarra's got a touchdown. So with 5:30 to go, 53-29, Right now, at your Friendswood, you just want to try to put up some points, get yourself feeling good, get some positives in there. Your record falls to 3-4 on the season. They'll go to 3-4 in conference in district play. Excuse me, they'll go 2-3 in district play.
2-3. And yeah, it's just tough. You know, when you're playing a team that has this many hot hands, how do you stop the juggling act? And you know, Friendswood has not been able to solve the puzzle all night.
And it'll be Marque on the reverse, and he will get past midfield to around the 49-yard line. So he'll pick up about 4 on that play. That will make it 2nd down and 6. They'll go again, no huddle. As Foster back steps up, throws, looking for Barrington. That ball's just going to float up, incomplete.
Great defense there. Number 18 for Fulshear. That is, and let me get the number, Ty Powell, the junior defensive back, and that time he got his head turned around. That was the difference in that play and the previous one. He was still keeping stride downfield, but he was able to turn his head, see the ball, get a hand up, and look at this. Friendswood's got a free play.
And they will stop that as the encroachment will give them 5 free yards. So it'll be a 3rd down and 1 coming up with exactly 5 minutes to go.
Exactly, a well-timed penalty unfortunately. But yeah, it's one of those. It's, you know, do you get your head turned or not? Can be all the difference on little plays like that. And Friendswood now has a short down to go here on 3rd.
3rd down, they'll call it about 2. As Foster back has pressure, he's going to go up top looking for Buffington, and incomplete. And again, no flags as, man alive, Ty Powell was all draped all over him.
Yeah, official right there. I got to believe that's the judgment call, and that time he decides not to do it. We're taking a look at Powell right here, and, you know, he's calm, he's cool, he's collected. He's not looking like he got away with anything. So, you know, maybe the referee had a better look than we did.
So 4th down coming up for Friendswood with 4:52 to go.
And Friendswood scored on that matchup earlier, and you've got to believe they're liking it now.
Let's see if they'll go to it again. They just need a few yards. You know, back split's coming, and Foster's just going to throw that one up, and that ball's going to be tipped and incomplete. Fulshear just brought everyone but the mayor on that play.
My goodness.
They brought max blitz, and Foster was just lucky to get that ball off.
And I don't know if you saw it, Brandon, but before that play started, Ty Powell, we were just talking about him. He actually had to get that defense ready and in position, and Friendswood was ready to go. The defense wasn't ready. Ty Powell had to clap his hands, say, hey, get in position, get down. And that's what got those players set up. So, again, that pressure, all that stuff happened because Powell was paying attention. He was in the zone.
So right now it is back to Barrington, and the offense of Fulshear with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line, 4:45 to go here in the game.
Box is stacked.
Drop 60. Handoff is going to be this time, looks like a new back in there. It is a new back. First time we have seen Demarius Fro, number 4, junior running back. He's had a few touches over the course of this season. Take a look at his numbers. 31 carries, 273 yards, and a touchdown this season. So he has been effective with giving the ball, as that showed there. Gain of about 3 on that play, so 2nd down and 7. Handoff is going to be this time a huge gain, a gouger to the 30, to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Number 16, DeMarcus Walker.
Man, it's been the key all night long. They just get around the edge. They have set the box so tight as Friendswood that if they've had success stopping against the middle in the second half, but every time those running backs get past that initial perimeter, whether it's on the outside or making a tackle miss in the beginning, it has been a home run hit every single time for Fulshear, as they will now go for 2 to drop 61 on homecoming night. The party poopers are in the building, folks.
So dot play, they'll go to Augustus, and he's just going to roll his way in.
That was Ibarra.
That was Ibarra. It was.
Yeah.
Yep. The big man gets his. He gets a 2-point conversion. So it is now 61-29 following the 53-yard touchdown run. So Walker's the fifth guy to score a touchdown tonight here with exactly 4 minutes to go. We'll take a commercial break right here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Collision. We are a female-owned collision repair facility.
Treat everybody like family.
We can fix almost anything, and today we are going to fix his bumper up right. 7887 FM 2004, Hitchcock, Texas, just south of the blimp base. Come on down and see us anytime. If you have any questions, give us a call, 409-440-8900, and let's get to fixing this bumper.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Next week, we'll be in Hitchcock, Texas. We want to let you know we're also going to have a live pregame show for the first time this year. Hitchcock will be featuring Columbus. It's going to be an exciting time. Be sure to join us. Could we get from the truck? What time does that start? I would love to know. Okay, 6 o'clock. You guys can bring signs. We would love to hear from you down in Hitchcock. If you're hearing this and you're going to be at the game, you know someone's going to be at the game, spread the word. Let people know. Get it in the zeitgeist. Get it in the news. Oh, my goodness.
And that is going to be recovered by Fulshear. If that ball hit a Friendswood player, it's going to be Fulshear's football once again.
Hey, folks, the pre-show is actually sponsored by Ryan Massa. Want to make sure you guys know about that and are going to be there to see it. Folks, we got to call what just happened. There was a little short onside kick. It hit a Friendswood player about the same time a Fulshear player hit that Friendswood player, and that's a successful onside kick, but my goodness, that's like the kick from Waterboy. Have you ever seen the end of Waterboy where the kicker's kind of just looking for somebody to kick the ball to? That's what that was. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, folks, be sure to join us next week. We're going to be in Hitchcock. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're super excited to have you, and we're super excited to be in Hitchcock. It's always a good time calling games with Brandon, and we're just going to have a blast. We're having a blast here. Fulshear is looking to score again, I guess.
Delay game right now, and the layup game, Fulshear, and I got to tell you, the yardage is frightening. 642 yards of offense.
Oh, my goodness.
By Fulshear, and they still have 4 minutes to go in this ball game.
I mean, it kind of matches up with 61 points on the board, and they're about to probably put – how far back are they?
They could get 700.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
So handoff is going to be to Fro, and Fro is going to get to about the 36-yard line. So he will pick up about maybe 4 on that play. So he'll get 4 of those yards back. He'll make it second down and 11.
They've had so many penalties that have backed them up. It's actually helped their yardage. It sound like a little bit of a nerd here. It reminds me when I used to play the old NCAA football games, and I would accumulate those delay of game penalties so that my running back could get more yardage and win the Heisman every year. And that's kind of what they're doing here. They've had all these long yardage downs where they've been 15, 20 yards back, and then they score on almost every single drive.
They got the ball off, and it's Walker this time, and Walker's going to be stopped. Good open field tackle there by Allen.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the few stops in the backfield they've had tonight. When they have had success, it's been resounding, but unfortunately it's the big home run hits that have kept Friendswood, in this hole.
Yeah, and Fulshear's had at least 6 or 8 runs of at least 40-plus.
My goodness. And let's be clear, this is all Fulshear offense because if 29 points on almost any other team, this would be a pretty close ball game. But when you drop 60, it is tough to keep up.
It is, and they have done it mostly with the run, but we have seen them throw the ball effectively this evening as well. Third down coming up, and it's going to be a dot play, and it is going to be Augustus, and he is going to be dragged down, slammed down. You can see that frustration vented out.
Yeah, no doubt. Friendswood, they've not lost their fight. We can at least say that much. They did not lose their spirit here on homecoming.
So they will give them a credit. So for the third week in a row, the home team has just not had it. This has been a road-dominant team in our game of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. That may not be a stat we want to give. People may not want us around. We might be bad luck for those home teams.
There you go. I don't think Friendswood may want us around next week if that's the case.
Oh, my goodness.
So for the first time, oh, my gosh, Fulshear does have a punter.
Oh, my goodness. He exists. He is real.
1:43 to go, and we'll take a time. We'll go ahead and keep it with us here. 643 yards of offense tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's just mind-boggling to see just how devastating this Fulshear offense is. And you look at their offense, there's nothing fancy. It's not the greatest show on turf. They're not running empty backfields with 5 wides or anything like that. They're just pounding the daylights out of you. And when you bunch up to the line, you've got an effective quarterback who can get the ball downfield on play action.
Absolutely. Honest to God, it is what we talk about every week. It is just running the ball to set up your pass plays and passing the ball to set up your run plays. And, here we go for the first time tonight, folks. It's a big moment. Coy Tollefson will be punting this ball. Going to give him a round of applause in the booth.
10 men up for Friendswood as Thompson's going to let this ball bounce out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Fantastic.
Up Friendswood with 1:32 to go here in the contest.
And he's going to have a great punt average, I tell you, Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. He can say that I got involved in the game.
Yeah, no doubt. My goodness, folks. We thank you all so much for joining us. We thank all of our sponsors. We see there United Way, Galveston County, Mainland. And we thank you for joining us. If you want to be a part of this production we have here, if you want to sponsor, if you want to be a sponsor for us, if you want us to come in and maybe, helps promote whatever event you have going on, we would love to be a part of it. Be sure to reach out and contact us at Clear Life Media on Facebook. Reach out to email, whatever you can do. We'd love to be a part of it.
We'll even do weddings live. First and 10. First and 10 as it looks like it was Ty Diesel with the run. His first carry up tonight. Ty Diesel Rudolph, sophomore running back. He will get about 2 on that carry.
Yeah, and I got to believe they're just going to try to run this ball. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, at this point, you're just going to let these final seconds tick off.
Oh, as I say that.
Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Goins.
Yeah, and they're in my opinion, I think just get to the homecoming dance. That's where I'm at. Give these players something to smile about.
Exactly.
57 left on the clock.
57 left on the clock. We'll see you next week in Friendswood. The pregame show is going to be live, so come on out and get wild and crazy with us before the Bulldogs game. And it's going to be Rudolph with the carry. Ty Diesel is going to pat his numbers on the season. As he gets to around the 37-yard line, he'll pick up about 6 on that play.
Folks, this has been a fun one. Whether you're a Friendswood fan or not, fan or not, we've been having fun up here. We always have fun at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. We always enjoy what we see. We always appreciate, everyone joining us in. It's a good time.
So next play might be the last play. He's going to get nothing on that one. They just sat on that as the reserves for Fulshear able to get some snaps in. And this might be our final play of the game here. It's clock stop at 14 seconds to go.
I think the officials are deciding.
And they're saying turnover. He fumbled the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a fourth down.
Fourth down. Oh, excuse us. We're getting caught up in the sponsors and next week, and we're kind of losing track of it here, folks. We're getting as tired as some of these fans are as this side has cleared out for homecoming. But I tell you what, folks, there's always more to be had. And that's the great thing. We're about halfway through football season right now, Brandon. It's been a good one. Tomorrow, the Red River shootout. We've got Alabama playing Texas A&M. It's a good time to be a football fan. And, of course, we always have boxing going on year-round. Tomorrow night, it's going to be Constellation Field. You can join us in. You join us in. Doors open at 6 o'clock. First fight's at 7. You can find it on Clear Life Media on pay-per-view as we see Fulshear take a knee right there. Just trying to get out of here. Things are getting a little chippy.
Yep, they were. One of the Friendswood players, not feeling it, but this is going to end. Friendswood got up 7-6. You thought maybe, just maybe, they may have a shot at this, but instead, Fulshear, the 6th-ranked team in state, 5A Division I. They put up 643 yards of offense, and they roll 61-29 is your final score. Fulshear is going to improve their record to 6-0. They'll remain perfect in district at 4-0. Friendswood falls to 3-4 overall, 2-3. Their playoff hopes are still alive, but it's going to be a little bit of a mountain after this one. Final thoughts.
And I tell you what, I'm going to take the cheap route on this one and say that the entire offensive side of Fulshear's team deserves the Player of the Week. If you had to give it to someone, you'd probably give it to Godley. He had more scores, but everybody kind of got a score here tonight. That whole offense was rolling all night, and just Friendswood could not keep up. The Mustangs lost the race tonight, folks, but it's always a fun time here in Friendswood, so we appreciate you guys for joining us.
It was our first time here in Friendswood, and we will love the opportunity to come back. Great fans, great atmosphere. We, again, thank you very much for your time. So, again, final score, Fulshear 61, Friendswood 29. For Clay Roberts, the guys in the booth, this is Brandon Williams saying good night. We'll see you at Hitchcock next Friday.